All right, that's good. Let's see if we can break the record for views today.
What was it yesterday? It was like what, 14 or something like that?
I think it was 17
Oh,
or in that
17.
ballpark. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but it was better than 0. So I'll take that. You know.
Yeah, I was like sending it to people that
Oh
I
yeah.
know. Just
Okay.
randomly, I was like, "Here's your page," you know.
Hell yeah.
I
Thank
was
you.
copy. I got you.
Oh yeah. I'm bad at promoting. I just like making.
Yeah,
I just like
I was reading some of the comments of the stuff I clipped from yesterday. People, man, it's funny.
which from the stuff you put together.
Though, you remember when at the end when I was like, oh, like what's the wealthiest place in the world?
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and some guy on YouTube commented, he's like, that was the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Oh shit.
And I was all LOL. I was like, that's great.
All you could do,
It
is just
it
laugh
was a
about
real
that
person. It
shit.
was a real person. It made me laugh. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's dope. I fuck with that.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I laughed my ass off on that. I was like,
You're like, thanks, thanks, dude.
Like, touche on that. Touche.
Yeah, you cared that much to comment on my shit.
Yeah.
That was a funny thing to clip. I was not expecting that to be a clip.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
No, I'm pretty good with the clips. I actually found a program that will use AI to like clip it for you, so I might try that.
Oh yeah,
on my
which
stream.
which one?
It's something GG. I forgot, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know what it was called.
I used Opus for a while.
Opus.
I don't know if you saw that Opus clips. Or you seen any advertisements on it?
No, I haven't seen Opus. Now I will, because my phone's probably listening. Oh, it's called Eclipse GG, is what it's called.
Okay, was it free?
I think so.
Oh,
just to sign in with your Twitch and everything like that.
It's even
it's
better.
Probably, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I was gonna try it to see just one of my videos to see how it would do. But
right. Yeah, the Opus one was cool. Like it would give me like 30 clips, and it would grade them based on what it thought most viral to least kind of thing. Oh, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it did. Honestly, like a lot of them didn't work. Like it was cool because I can put in a 2-hour or an hour long like talking head like this.
Yeah.
And it would give me like what it thought, which is cool. It did a lot of the work for me, but a lot of that stuff, like, fuck, man, like short form content is so like the attention spans of people are so short that you need to throw in like crazy sounds, crazy text, captions, images
that
flying, like
reaches that person.
I like doing the shit behind me. Like, I don't know, like it's,
yeah, no, I noticed that. Yeah.
It's just all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's when I know, oh, okay, cool. I at least got 1,000 views off of this one. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of nice. But
it's crazy. Some of it's like, it's crazy how like quick, like you can get views. Like some of the stuff I clip for the NBA where I'm playing like 2K. It's like, clip it that night in the morning. I'm like, all right, I have like 300 views. Later on that night, I'll have like 1,400, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, that's cool. I mean, like it is what it is. So
yeah, for sure.
And I'm getting critiques from like women that tuned into the podcast.
Oh, really?
So one thing you notice, my hair's in a bun today. I got my hair in a bun.
Was that a request?
Yeah, this girl was like, you need to pull your hair back and you need a chain. That's what she said.
A chain?
So yeah, I don't know. It's because you have a chain, but I've been thinking about buying a chain. But she's like, you need to have a chain on.
Oh shit! Okay.
I was like, all right. Like,
fuck? The fuck? Don't tell me how to dress.
That's what I said. I was like, the fact that you're telling me to do this, it makes me not want to do it. And it was like, but I was like, hey, whatever. It is what it is.
Fine, I'll do it. All right, let me turn on the Twitch. It's looking good over here on the YouTube. All right, got Twitch going. Yeah, I haven't talked to too many people that have been watching. Obviously, I'll see a lot of the people's like likes and stuff.
Yeah.
The party one, I got a lot of people that I knew comment on it about the party stuff, which is kind of cool. A lot of them were there for that. But yeah, it's a lot of strangers that I get a lot of comments on. It's pretty crazy. Like, it's cool. It's cool. I'm sure at the casino it'd be a lot different just because there's so many more people around that know you.
Yeah, but I don't promote myself like to people around the casino. Like maybe some. Like,
do they follow you?
some guests will, but I'm not like out there like, hey, follow me on this or whatever, like.
Yeah.
But I told myself, because I've had like bad dating experiences lately, so I told
Okay.
myself, I was like, I'm not doing online dating. And I was
Yeah.
like, if I get rejected by like a baddie in person, I won't feel as bad, because it's better than meeting like someone that like catfished me. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole complex thing. So
Has that been the case when you've done the
yeah,
online? I
yeah,
just missed the online
a little
wave.
bit. I would say a little bit, but nothing. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just like specific, but I've dealt with some weird stuff lately. But
You talking about picky?
who knows? Yeah, I guess I'm just picky. Like my time is like, I enjoy my peace too much. I'd rather do this all day than like hang out with someone that just like doesn't do anything. I don't know.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I can see that.
you gotta find that right person. They can spend that time with, and you gotta have an independent time at the same time. So
Right.
most girls just want to do everything with you, and it's like, bro, like, can I just like get a day to myself?
No.
It's like, oh, it doesn't happen.
No,
It doesn't
not
happen.
at all. You're gonna have to spend all your downtime. I mean, and if you're lucky, like they're cool, like, and let you do your own thing. But like, fuck, it's so hard to find
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
I'm not even trying to just like fuck random people no more. I stopped doing that like beginning of last year. I was
Right.
just like, yeah. Well, even like before then, I guess. But now I'm just like, yeah, I protect my peace, man.
Chilling.
Yep.
Dude, I feel like more and more people are doing that now more than ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
People just prefer their peace. Like,
Yeah.
it's way too convenient to stay home now.
It is.
And there's just way too much, like, if you cause too much of a, what do you call it, like a irritation to my regular routine, or if you're
Yep.
just too much of a burden to what I'm used to, it's just easier to chuck the deuces and be like, it's all right, I'd rather just do my own thing.
Yeah. My thing is like, it's just people want to, yeah, like you said, I don't know, control someone else pretty much, I guess, in a way. But it just depends on the situation. I'm not that guy anymore. Like, I'm not the jealous type anymore, like, at all. Like, if a girl's like, oh, I got all these guys. Like, I've had this actually happen to me recently. It was like, this one girl's like, I've been waiting to date, like, been waiting for you. Like, I want to be with you. And I'm like, okay. And I've only went out there a few times, right? And then it's like, she's like, well, I have all these guys chasing me that want to like take me out and like go out with me. And I was like, okay, go do that. Like, I don't care. Like, go. Like,
Wait,
she needs, I don't know.
Are you were you ever that guy that was like, what's their body count type shit?
No, not really. No, I would say I was more of like, I don't know. I was more. I used to be the jealous type, like hardcore jealous type.
Like how? Like, paint a picture. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, so say I would see someone talking with someone, right, and then I would go like point A to point B, like, oh, talking to that guy, like, what's up with that? I mean, obviously, because I dated girls I work with, which is a stupid idea. Never shit where you eat. Learn that hard,
bro. I
way.
I have very,
depending on the situation.
I have familiarity with what you're talking about. It's hard to not pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah, but you get jealous, a little bit. You get in your head a little bit, and I think, it just, that really got to me, and you start becoming someone you're not, and you're like, what am I doing? So after like my most recent one, which was like last year, the year before, where I noticed it doing it again, but she was doing it on purpose because I wasn't chasing her. So at a certain point, and then I found out that this chick specifically was going to she was going to the gym after work, and it turned out it was a guy that worked in a different apartment she was going with, and she didn't tell me. And I told her, I was like, if you would have told me, I would have been like, all right, cool, like whatever, like, it is what it is. But the fact that you never told me, and this was going on for like a year, like that shit, like, it was like pissed me off, and then it just went from there. And so I was like constant trauma mode from that one experience that you gave me, to where now I'm like, anytime you talk to someone, I'm like, okay, well, now she's going out with this guy now, probably, or whatever. And then that's when I stopped just giving like a flying fuck. I was like, go do whatever you want. I was like, you are not my property. And I was like, that's the way I'm moving forward with any of my relationships now. It's like, you're your own person. You're going to do what you have to do, and I'm not gonna get mad about it anymore. Like, it is what it is.
Right.
It's not in my DNA anymore. It's draining. It's stressful. It's just
traumatic. Yeah. I take shit. Fuck. I mean, take it from me. So what? I have my 10th year married now. And
good shit, man.
From the beginning, as far as like being concerned, obviously when you start off, you want to check the Carfax, right? Make sure you're not getting anything that's going to be like a disaster if you continue on.
No.
But once you kind of like get comfortable with like what you know about this person or find out, you can't really control the rest. You know what I mean? Like you really got to just trust the, I guess, obviously you vet them while you're dating early on, and you kind of like set the foundation like, hey, you know, this is what I expect, you know, this is what I consider respectful to me, this is what I'm gonna consider respectful back to you. And a lot of that is like, what are some of the cliche things, like the password stuff on the phone. I have one. If you want it, go ahead. But you know, just so you know, when it comes down to the day that you actually want to go in and check it out and you don't find anything, that is gonna, you know, I am gonna feel a way about it. You know, it's gonna make me upset that you don't trust me, and vice versa. I've never given you a reason, and anything that I do that upsets you, just talk to me about it, and I'll, you know, I'm more than happy to accommodate and switch whatever you need. You know, and you know, a lot of times, or at least for me, doing that at the very beginning, there was like an effort to be like, hey, just a heads up, so and so hit me up on a DM, I'm erasing it, boom, don't even worry about it. You mentioned that, you know, at least give you a courtesy because it makes you feel better, boom. And then after a while it's just a non-issue, you know, like 1 year turns into 2, turns into 3, turns into like what, 10 now. I can't even imagine like starting over.
Awesome. That's amazing, man. Honestly, congrats on that. That's really good, you know.
If things didn't work out from this point, like I wouldn't even like, there'd be no reason to even waste my energy trying to like put myself back out there. This was all before the internet dating. So all I hear is horror stories. All I hear is like,
I have a ton of them. That'd be a whole nother podcast we can do on that.
I'm super intrigued by people that have a lot of online dating experience, just because
I feel I've been doing this all my life, honestly, and obviously it's got me nowhere. So do you recommend it? Yeah, because you meet people, you know, you meet like, you know, I meet good connections. I like conversation, but I'm a dry ass texter. I'll tell you that right now.
You just don't like it, or what?
Well, no, it's just girls they send me fucking novels, and I'm like, dude, like, what is going on? Like, I'm a kind of guy like, all right, straight to the point. That's what it is.
Right.
Like, oh, like I just had a girl right now, like you know, just told me, like, randomly text me randomly that I barely talked to even. So she's like, hey, honestly, our conversations kind of just go really short, like your answers. So like, I'm just not interested in this kind of conversation. I was like, okay. I just didn't respond. I was like, okay. She's like, I wish you the best. I was like, whatever. Like, I don't really talk to you, so. So it is what it is. Like, you live in LA, so.
And oh my god, dude, there's so many, like, I don't know, it just from afar, just like so many check like a checklist that comes off as so unreasonable and unrealistic to like, you're asking for this perfectly designed like archetype of a either boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, and one little thing that's not on your list, like he's not 6 foot or something, you know what I mean? Like, at least it's crazy how like fast people are just ready to turn and burn. But it's probably because it's as easy as just logging back onto the app.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you literally
just keep looking.
You're going through categorizing what you want and how you want it, pretty much. So it's like, you're like, you know, you're setting yourself up to fail almost, you know, because your expectation is this, right?
Right.
You meet someone, it's like, all right, he's tall, you know what I mean? But then it's like, I don't know, like, you know, then the girl will start, or a guy will be like, oh yeah, like I like this, but like there's always a counterbalance. And then when that counterbalance hits, it's like, oh, let me go log back in the app and see if I can find what he's missing and to make up for what he doesn't have. When it's like, communication is really key. Just tell the person. Like, I had one of my bosses, like I had a girl talk to him, said that she didn't want to talk to him anymore because she didn't like his teeth, right? So that's something you can get fixed, right? You know, he's older, you know, obviously, like, he's had no problem with his teeth, you know, but he just, like, the girl was like, yeah, they're not like my thing or whatever. So he went and got veneers, right? And all of a sudden she's back trying to hit him up. And it's like, okay. But then he noticed that she gained some weight. And then I was just like, shit, well, there you go. There's your green light to send her that message. Like, yeah, I'm not interested anymore. You're just too fat, or whatever it may be. Like, that's just the complexity of it.
Right.
And but it's wrong for a guy to say that to a girl when a girl can say that to a guy. So it's the dating world is just so twisted.
Dude.
And that's why a lot of people, like, you know, say people that are married and get divorced or whatever, they just end up back together because it's such a nightmare out there. And they're like, you know, it wasn't as bad as what's out there waiting for you. You know what I mean? So people just have horrible intentions.
It's like the obstacle course. Like, where do you begin? And then
out there, MXC,
putting on your best foot all over again and pretending to be like this, you know, everyone during their interview kind of thing. and portraying them, interview face, interview voice. Like you want to come off as if, like
the best person ever.
Yeah, and it's
like
kind of
your ex was a piece of shit. Yeah,
dude.
100%.
Right. And that's just not realistic. You know what I mean? But it's hard to kind of put their real self out there because
the word that gets thrown out the
pretty.
most is every girl. I swear to God, this is the thing. These girls that are like these damaged girls or broken girls, they throw out the word narcissist so much to men. It's like, you're a narcissist, and they say that to everyone, dude. And it's just like that word gets thrown around so like like everywhere now.
Right.
And at a point when a girl starts bringing that up, I just exclude her from anything in my realm, because it's like I don't take you seriously. I'm sorry, like that's just the reality of that person's personality.
Right.
It's bad, dude. It's really bad.
Oh my God.
You're a narcissist. Okay, cool. We're all little narcissists, so fuck it.
Right.
That's what it is.
It's
we're animals, dude. So what?
I believe it. Yeah. Some of us are just crazy animals, and I don't know. Yeah. That's a lane that I'm hopefully never have to go down. And
yeah, that's a whole episode waiting for me, and one of my podcasts I'll do probably. I have some wild fucking stories, dude. Like wild.
I like that.
I have a wild story for you today too at the end. My personal story. It's gonna be a wild story.
I'll talk about my story at the beginning.
Yeah, if you want to run it.
Let's get into it.
I was
No, that was good. I needed a warm up. Okay. Welcome everybody. This is the BigMiklo show. I am your host, BigMiklo. Coming up on today's episode, a Gen Z girl went on Reddit and asked if the house parties in the 90s are actually a real thing. That question has broke the internet. Shout out to your shirt. And we'll try to explain what exactly her generation has lost. Also, the Cowboys quarterback was 1 month away from his wedding in Italy. The fiance has found multiple burner accounts after the bachelor party. And now there seems to be an audible on the wedding. It seems like plans will be changing. NFL free agency has just taken place. The Super Bowl MVP has just signed with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Dolphins owe their released quarterback $54 million while he suits up for a different team. The Eagles won a championship 2 weeks ago, and already watching their... Wait, hold on.
2 weeks ago.
My bad. That's written wrong.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This blended.
2 weeks ago.
That's what happens.
I was like high school. I won a championship.
That's what happens when you got a fucking kids running around while you're juggling your script.
Yeah.
Atlanta has tried to make an official Magic City night, deemed a celebration of the hardworking women of Atlanta. And in surprising fashion, the NBA has decided to cancel it. And somewhere in the middle of that, the Washington Generals allowed Bam Adebayo to score 83 points.
The Generals.
In a single game. Kobe is rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, we know.
Dana White is putting on a UFC card over on the south lawn of the White House. It seems like originally there wasn't going to be fans, and now there are going to be a special limited amount of invitees. And one of the most pro-Trump fighters in the UFC has already decided he will be turning it down. We'll get into his explanation as to why. And the U.S. and Israel went to war, or about to go to war, in Iran. The day after the strikes, a man with an Iranian flag on his shirt walked into a bar in Austin and has killed 3 people. And the FBI has sent out a memo to California's law enforcement about a potential drone strike on the West Coast, especially pertinent to us, considering we are in San Diego.
Yeah, we are.
So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Also, we have a Florida cop who has clocked in over 200 hours of overtime at his boss's personal home. What is that? I guess the person I was going to have on was going to be more related to the topic at hand. We can still touch on it a little bit.
We can still touch on it.
Yeah, we'll touch on it, but you can see where I was going with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're going to touch on that.
I would have loved to see his perspective, but oh well.
That's why I had it on there.
Another day. I got a buddy that's a cop at El Cajon PD. I mean, I could probably get him on. Honestly.
Nah, it's cool. We could. I mean, it's safe to say we could assume what he was doing for 200 hours is pretty impressive, though, to be doing that at someone's person. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of doing. You know what? Just throwing it out there. And then I cut out a segment for Kyle, an up and coming podcaster creator. He'll be taking over the show and running his own segment for a little bit. I do not know what it is, and yes, I am very terrified on what it could possibly be.
It's not that bad.
And to start off the top of the show, I'm going to share a personal story, life-changing, something that is really important to me, and I am very excited to share because it's overall some pretty good news. Before I get into that, a little bit of housekeeping. Subscribe wherever you're listening to. Follow me on social media. Hit that like button. It really helps get the show out there and grow. And if you want to show support directly, because I'm such a small channel, I cannot collect any super chats or any of that. I do have a Patreon link in the description. Much would be appreciated. Thank you very much.
Share the stuff I share too.
And don't forget to share Kyle's.
Well, no, I don't care about. I'm saying if I share your stuff, I'm make sure they share it. I'm just share your stuff, man. You're having me on your show, so this is all love.
And shout out to everybody who's been supporting, liking, watching, anything. Honestly, like it's pretty cool to see some of the clips that go, a lot better than my usual ones. So and they're a lot of fun to make.
Yeah, they are.
So today I'm welcoming back Kyle. He seems to be a regular on the show right now. We're having a good time. The man is back. And shit, how have you been since I guess our last episode was less than 24 hours ago?
Yeah, I leaving that one yesterday, the all NBA, I kind of was just like, damn, I need to like catch up. Because I was thinking after the pod, I was like, I don't think I can name any 5 starting lineup on any roster right now. Like, really? I don't think I could. Yeah. Wow. I was like, I need to catch up. That's why I turned on the Thunder Celtics game.
Oh,
like Shy was chasing that 126 games in a row with 20 points to break the record.
Really?
Yeah, he got that, I think. Yeah.
Damn, crazy. I got the Laker and Bulls game on in the background. We were down, and then Luka caught fire, and now we're almost like 15, 16-point lead.
Ooh,
looking pretty good with 4 minutes left in the fourth.
Trying to be better, I'm like, I guess, like I said, casual NBA.
We're gonna step that up, my friend. We are going to step that.
Yeah.
I have a cousin that for when the NFL comes back, he won the DraftKings, the best ball draft. I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. He won the Millie. The have you seen the Millie tournament?
Yeah, I entered that one time.
Yeah, I've done it many of times myself. And he's won.
Shit.
And he lives in.
I would love to talk to him, dude. That'd be dope.
Yeah, and I want to do it around draft time. So I want to break down like
we got to get Craig. I don't know if you know Craig, man. He's been wanting to podcast because.
Oh really? Is that the other fantasy dealer, draft?
Yeah, that big ass draft he does in downtown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Shout out to Craig. Yeah.
But yeah, during draft time, we'll definitely bring him on and we'll just kind of do an NFL roundup. And I want to know like what his strategies are and what he looks at. Cause if I remember right, he really killed it on the rookies that he bought really low on. And the dude's a beast when it comes to fantasy. Like he has his own fantasy podcast show that he does on the side. And he the amount of like knowledge he has is insane. Yeah. So I definitely got to take advantage and bring him on. Okay. So, Kyle, this past weekend, crazy, monumentous for me. So a little backstory for me. I grew up my whole life with just my mother and my brother. Okay. All the way up until 33 probably is when I met my dad for the first time.
Okay.
Didn't really care too much to look for him. I kind of already summed up the whole like, hey, if you really wanted to find me, it would have been been done already, right?
Yeah.
And So my younger brother, him having a fresh new baby, he felt that need upon him to seek that for whatever reason. After having a kid, it changed him mentally as far as needing to search out for that father figure, and he found him
Yeah.
after kind of messaging, back and forth, honestly, for about a year, like from the
Yeah.
point that he reached out, got a response, and then met up. Um, and then it was almost like another year before I got involved. I laid it out all on the table to him, like, hey, uh, you're a pretty, you're a cool dude, really nice. You know what I mean? Like this meeting tonight went really well. I would be open to having you around in my life.
Yeah.
And I gave him my number, let him know you're not meeting my kids, none of that until you put in that effort that shows me that this isn't going to be like a one and like see you never kind of thing. Because my
Yeah.
kids, they're going to keep asking, hey, where's so and so? Where's grandpa? Like as soon as they meet you, they're all about you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's just how they are. And it sucks to be like, hey, I don't know. He doesn't want to come around, and play that whole game. So during this time, nobody in his family was aware that
Yeah.
he ever even had kids. He had 4 children of his own. He was like one of 6 or 7 siblings, big family. Nobody ever knew anything about us our whole life.
Really? Oh, wow.
Until his deathbed, which was about 2 years ago ish, more or less, maybe a year or so ago. On his deathbed, he confessed to everybody, I have these 2 kids, or when he was talking to his kids, your brothers. I want you guys to meet them. Here are their names. Get to know them, yada, yada. And he only had like weeks left. Obviously, very devastating to the entire family because this guy was a very talented musician. He was a very like one of the bigger centerpieces of the family. Everybody loved having him around. So to kind of take this news in while someone's on their deathbed, it's kind of hard to be mad at them, during that situation. Like how are you gonna get mad at someone who's on their last week or 2?
Hey, you can't,
Right. So you're just kind of left to sit with it and just kind of take it in, one, I guess, I don't want to say like trauma, but like one thing at a time. You could only process a lot of times when it comes to like big news like that. So over time, it's been about a year. The youngest was a girl, a daughter. She's in her 30s. When she got our names, she Googled our names, and it just so happened to be around a time where me and my friends decided to do this first go. This is the BigMiklo show now, but prior to then, I was part of a group of 4 who did the You Don't Say That.
I remember seeing that. I saw clips of that. Yeah, I was like you, Sal, and whoever else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And one episode was titled "Fatherhood Without Fathers." It just naturally came up one episode, so that's what I That's what I titled it.
I watched a little bit of that actually. Yeah.
Okay. And that was a similarity me and the other guys had. None of us really grew up. It was mainly our moms. And it was something we just shared that episode, it was great.
Yeah.
But when my name was Googled by my sister, my half sister, she was able to see that episode. And that was one of the more recent ones that I recorded at that time.
Okay.
So, there's so many like coincidental things that
crazy
how does that play out where me or anybody around me who would maybe involve me in a podcast would ever even put that information out to consume, and then around the same time someone is looking you up on the internet and almost getting all those answers that you were potentially looking for because this is so new. You're kind of looking for answers. What the hell happened? Like, what's going on? And I pretty much laid out my whole upbringing on that, and how that upbringing kind of, I guess, that chip on your shoulder, not having a father, how that's helped me be a dad myself. Right. extra involved, wanting, prioritizing that, right?
Yeah.
And it was just so dope that, so before I get into that, she saw the episode, she decides to reach out to me
Yeah.
on Facebook. I'm not very active on Facebook. I was still learning a lot of the social media stuff. This was very early on. I wasn't like on top of my inboxes and stuff like that. I am now, but her message went to a spam folder and it hid in there for months. Months went by, so I'm sure she was under the impression that fuck, like this guy, I sent him the message.
He's a dick,
yeah,
like that,
doesn't
like
even want to open it.
Damn, yeah, that would sadden,
yeah, and mind you, I've known about these siblings my whole life, and these guys in their adulthood are just finding out about me and my younger brother. So the news hit them way harder than it hit me. That was no secret. I already knew that there were half siblings of mine out there, but her being hidden in this email or spam folder, buried. She eventually reached out to my younger brother.
Yeah.
He was on top of it. He relayed that to me like, hey, did you know our sister reached out? Yeah, and I'm like, no fucking way. There's no way. Yeah. I would have saw that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And sure as shit she did. She mentioned, I found your podcast. I got your name. I found your podcast, and I can't believe that, you guys are actually like talking about stuff that I have answered or questions about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bizarre, and we've been back and forth over social media here and there. She lives in a different state, so it's kind of,
it's tough. Yeah.
It's everything.
But the communication's there,
Yeah. So this is all leading up to this past weekend.
Okay.
I have finally met my black half. For people who don't know, I'm half black, half Hispanic. And I finally met my black half of the family. And
congrats on that. That's dope.
It was crazy, dude. Yeah. So crazy. Like,
Where do they live in? What state, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, what
state do they live in?
They are all right next to me. It's only the daughter who's moved away. She lives in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Everybody lives near me.
Damn, that's dope.
The family reunion park was less than a 10-minute drive from where I live. So once we had to meet the oldest son first to kind of get the approval to be allowed to meet the rest of the family, especially the older, my dad's siblings.
Yeah.
They're a lot older now, I'm sure they just don't want to bring around, I don't know, crazy people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
So we met the oldest brother, my oldest brother. That's crazy because I'm used to being the older brother.
Yep.
And we met at a brewery. We, broke bread and we spoke for about like 5 hours at this place. A lot of the thing that kind of has made it a little tough is like I don't really have a lot of details as to like what happened. You know what I mean? That's literally just between my mom and I guess my dad.
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of details. I have a lot of like the cliff notes on like where this relationship has like was kind of going on, but I don't know a lot of the whys. I don't know a lot of like the whereabouts on like, I don't know, like what they would do, hang out or whatever. A lot of it is just kind of like the gist of what happened, right? Like people at work, they meet, they do adult stuff, and then shit happens. People go back to their families at some point, you know what I mean? Like in certain cases, and that's pretty much what happened in this sense. And so it kind of sucks to not be able to answer a lot of these questions for them because I really want to. I can tell, like, because at the end of the day, like whether we're in our 30s or 40s, which we all are at this point, we're still going back to like we're still kids trying to figure out what happened to our parents or with our parents, what's going on, kind of like connecting chapters to these stories like that. Maybe as a kid you wondered why so and so was gone for so long, and then you're trying to piece together like, oh, okay, that makes sense now, especially after finding out something like there's 2 siblings that you never knew about that are living. You know what I mean? Like about as far as from the siblings, about an hour or so, less than an hour away from everybody, aside from the sister.
Michigan, yeah.
But yeah, man, it was crazy. Me and my brother went. I took my kids, seeing how it was a family reunion.
Yeah.
Took the wife, and everybody was just so accepting, so like loving, and it was the best feeling. Like it was
Yeah,
it,
family's a bond you can't break, man. You know, when you're blood, you're blood, you know?
it's just crazy to think that it's one of those things that you probably never like. I never thought that this was even gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like this was a chapter as a kid that I've already closed a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like as a kid, you could probably only hold on to those feelings for so long. And then some people like take them the wrong way. Some people, you know, it really fucks with them. And when they don't grow up with it, you know, you've heard the, you know, the father issue, you know, stereotype. And then in dudes, you know, a lot of times like we just get in trouble. You know what I mean? Like we just have a hard
You went out to get
time.
milk and you didn't come back. Yeah, you know,
For
the
sure.
classic, yeah.
Hard time with male authority, like all of it, you know, can stem from stuff like that, you know, having a resentment to that male figure, you know what I mean, that's absent, or choosing to do a wrong to you, that, you know what I mean, so you always will carry that chip, and some of us carried it in different ways. But man, to like be able to open myself up, you know, because I can't like really admit that I'm fully like have my guards down. Just, you know, I can't just in one meeting just assume that
Everything's good.
the floor
Yeah.
can't be taken out from underneath me.
Yeah.
But like the little bit that I have seen, and like the, you know, from meeting the brother, DMing with the sister, seeing the elder siblings, or my aunts and uncles. Yeah, my aunt and uncles. I'm still trying to get down whose roles were what, or who's like how are they related to me. But everybody's been so cool. You know, one of them is a coach, was a football coach over at Helix.
Oh, damn. So big time. For Reggie Bush era or no?
I want
Alex
to
Smith era,
say,
Reggie Bush?
yeah, actually, I think he was with Alex Smith. Yeah.
That's dope. That's so cool. That's, yeah.
Super cool. It was kind of cool to kind of see a resemblance of me and my brother, because, you know, our Mexican side of the family, they're very short. Me and my brother, we're like 6'2" to 6'3" or 4, you know, depending.
Big dude.
So we're some big dudes, you know, and to kind of be around family that are all like, for the most part, eye level. You know what I mean? That's pretty crazy.
Culture shock a little bit.
Big
Yeah.
time, you know, like it was cool, you know, it was super cool. And
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, you know, it was just something that like fuck, like I gotta talk about this with somebody, you know what I mean? And I know we had
100%.
the NBA pod yesterday, which was cool.
Yeah,
But this was something that
you could have brought it up yesterday. I would have been like, hell, listening to that. That's awesome.
had to talk to somebody about this.
Yeah, hell
you know what I
that's
mean?
awesome,
Like
man.
this is
that's remarkable.
Crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The hardest part, I think, is just kind of moving on, I guess, mentally, and just kind of separating the two for me, you know, because obviously like I had a little bit of that, like I don't want anything to do with him. Specifically, if you especially after having kids, it was even more like, bro, I can't even be like, I miss these guys when they just go to a sleepover for a couple days, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just kind of like, fuck, man, I miss the house is too quiet. It's kind of like, man, I just prefer to have these guys around. So to, you know, to think, and I know I'm not the only one out there. I hear these stories all the time as far as absentee, sadly, especially fathers, seemingly from that generation. I don't know. It's crazy. It just blows my mind that people can easily just kind of allow that to happen. You know what I mean? Like I can't even fathom that, you know?
Yeah, I have my own story, but that's the whole another day right there. But
sure. No, I mean, you share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. You know what I mean?
No, well, just to like piggyback on what you're saying, like about like, oh, I'm still a little uncertain on like moving forward, like if I'm doing the right thing type thing, like the way something that sticks out in my mind that I replay in my mind a lot when I'm trying to invite people into my life, right? Like, so they say like you're out there, if you go chasing butterflies, right, you're gonna go out there and chase it, right? But you're just gonna keep chasing because the butterflies can fly away, right?
Yeah.
But if you build a garden, right, the butterflies will come to you. And even if the butterflies leave, you still have your garden. So as long as you focus on your business and you stand on like what you're doing, you know what I mean? And like focus on your family, taking care of all your stuff,
Yeah.
your growth, stuff like that. The good people, you know, that want to be in your life will be there. And that's like, you know, what I tell people when they're like struggling with why does this person want to be around, stuff like that. I think that you just kind of stick to that, stick with your foundation and grow from there.
Yeah.
Because you know, life's a garden, dig it, baby, Joe Dirt. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. That's a bar.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but just something to ponder, you know, like don't overstress it. Like it, you know, things come and go. That's life. You know, people are gone with us, which is unfortunate. You know, my condolences as well. Yeah, it's tough, but that's awesome that you made the connection at least. Like I'll say this: I have a younger sister I've never met. That my dad got remarried after my mother got divorced. My mother and my father got divorced, and it was I got more information on that, but you know, I don't pick sides, so I'm fair across the board with both of them.
Yeah.
I was old enough when it happened, but I have a younger sister I've never met. I was 23 when my dad had a baby with someone. So I've never met her, and like my dad's side of the family has been like always pushing me to meet her, but it's like just things don't work out, and like I don't know what's going on with the mother, like you know, and it's like I told my dad, I was like, if they want to try to meet me and like you know focus on like try to come in my life, I will, but they don't reach out to me or anything like that, and don't contact me, and I have no way to contact them. So it's one of those iffy situations where like you know I regret a little bit of it, you know, but at the same time it's like this is my dad's doing a little bit, so what do you want me to do? But I'm hoping it's a situation like yours, you know, like where you know my little sister sees something, it's like, oh, that's my big brother, and then like we connect. Like that'd be awesome.
I mean, the way that this whole thing is played out in real time, like I wouldn't be surprised that it's the timing of everything so far has been so like purpose, like it's on purpose. It's crazy. Just mind you, I'm not religious. But fuck, dude, like seeing so many coincidences line up like this, it's so like, man,
it's like your route. It's your route. Man.
Is there somebody really pulling these strings or have it predetermined or who knows? But for example, my birthday happens to match up with 2 or 3 other people on that side of the family's birthday.
Shit.
What are the odds of that? How many people do you know who have the same birthday as you? I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like
I know a girl that has the same birthday as me, which is crazy. Banged her, but yeah. So I banged a girl. I don't know how many people could say that though. I banged a girl that had the same birthday as me.
On your guys' birthdays?
No, actually, did we?
Well,
I don't know. That's something to ponder there because we might have actually.
Oh man!
And she had a boyfriend the whole time, which was mind blowing to me. Dude. He was a cuck, dude. I didn't realize that.
Oh, all right, anyways, into it.
Yeah. I didn't know. I found it after the fact. Crazy.
Well, I guess
you actually probably knew her. Actually, I'll tell you off pod, but yeah.
Okay. I guess you don't have to apologize then. All right. I guess it is what it is, dude. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but damn, dude, that's so awesome though. You connected with the family.
Yeah, dude.
And to piggyback also off what you're saying is like, so one of my bosses was like, Kyle, you got no black friends because my boss is, you know, he's black, and I could be like, yeah, my buddy's half black, bro. What the hell?
Yeah.
Because I did my ancestry, I found out I was 3% African because apparently my aunt on my dad's side, she has all these files. One of my great aunts, she lived in Africa. She was a queen of a tribe, so like technically I'm like royalty. That's what my aunt was saying. I was like,
wow,
okay. So I was like, that's crazy. So I was just,
that's pretty cool.
But yeah, just a little dive deep into like, you know, culture and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Those are kind of the, you know, little tidbits or details that I can't wait to hear about. You know, who my dad's dad was all about, or his dad, like, what kind of things historically were they part of, or did they see, or did they, you know what I mean? Like there's so many things.
Have you ever done the ancestry stuff or no?
I've done the 23andMe.
Yeah, I've done that.
I didn't do ancestry.com.
They're starting to clone us now, but that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's done deal at this point from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But
they never popped up on your search, like the ancestry stuff, or
my little brother did the ancestry and he had a lot of their last name matching on his. But a lot of them weren't, like, I don't think they had photos, and this was prior to him, I think, reaching out to anybody. And mind you, we were already aware of these.
You were aware, but they weren't.
Yeah, it was more so them. So I wasn't too into doing a deep dive on anybody or Facebook searching. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see, like, there were a couple names I recognized that I met in person that was kind of like, oh shit, okay, so
Yeah, you
you're
got a face to the name. Yeah, that's
technically
cool.
my cousin, and like that's pretty dope. One story I did get, which was kind of cool. I kind of got to get the details again because I was just so like, it was a little nerve wracking that day. But my dad's brother was telling me a story. It was either about his grandpa or his dad,
Mhm.
but he was telling me that his dad back in the day was like jockeying back and forth position with baseball Hall of Famer Ted Williams back in the day.
That's cool. That's cool
One
as shit.
one obviously was colored, the
Yeah.
other wasn't, and
He's
a lot of limitations were had back then on guys like
it
that.
was so horrible back then. Yeah. Yeah. No.
So it was kind of like one of those like, I
Yeah.
was just as good kind of thing, one of those stories. And
Damn. Ted Williams was the only guy to have like he was averaging for a season like 404 or something, which is bizarre.
I just
Like
know
his
he's
batting
one of the
average, yeah.
greats. I don't I
Yeah.
don't I don't know too
One season he
much,
averaged 404 batting average. Crazy.
so he pretty much hit everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, hearing stuff like that is dope.
Yep.
Those are the things that I want to know about. And I kind of, laid it out there too, whether it was, I don't know if it was even appropriate or not to do it, but I was telling, because sometimes, like I would get a sense like I want people to still be able to talk positive about him,
Mhm.
and not feel like they can't around me, or if I'm around like, oh shit, like I'm sure you don't feel you have negative feelings about him. Let me pile on. Like, no, I don't want any of that. I want to hear good stories. I want to know the good stuff. And I want to make sure like I just want to get to know everybody, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just want to hear about good times. Like I could tell like when he was a dad, he was a good dad from what I could tell, cuz when I met him, he was telling me dope stories, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, you're a good dude from what I can tell. You just did a shitty thing, and as an
Yeah.
adult now I can understand that,
Yeah.
doesn't mean I totally can like act like it didn't happen, but at the same time I could acknowledge like you're not an evil person.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a wall up indefinitely, you know. Like I was fortunate enough
Uh-huh.
to see like my parents like the trajectory of how like they were as I was growing up.
Mhm.
Because I have two sisters, I have two older sisters, but they're my half sisters. My mom was remarried with someone else, and then they had me with my other dad, well, not my other dad, but my dad, you know. So my growing up, but yeah, pretty much. I got to see the trajectory of like when I hit 17, that's when they got divorced. So I kind of saw what was going on as I
Mhm.
was aging. So, and then my mom fills me in on like more details, then my dad fills me in. And it's just like you see both sides, and I was more understanding and accepting of it, opposed to like someone just leaves, is not there my whole life. Then it's kind of harder for me to like see like what exactly happened, because now I'm at my wall up for sure.
No.
Because now I'm like I'm like, dude, you left me, man. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's traumatizing. You know, like anything, you know,
Right.
the single mom life thing is so hard. You know, I feel like my mom did that the whole time I was growing up.
Right.
You know, my dad was out there making all the money to first so I could buy all the stuff for sports and stuff like that. But it was a codependency thing. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just tough.
Right. And part of that experience now, I for better or for worse will prioritize, time with my kids. I'm not, I do a lot of blue collar work, and overtime can be offered, quite frequently at times. I'm not gonna, do it. If I feel like it's ever gonna get in the way with my time with like my kids, or if I need to
Mhm.
travel for an extended period of time, I'm very much like I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I'll either go find another job kind of thing, or
Mhm.
whatever. Anything to avoid doing that if I can. Obviously, like if I got to do it, I'll do it. I have done it. I just what was it LAX for a couple days not that long ago. Um, but it's not a preference of mine, and you can get sucked into that very easily in construction, blue collar. Like you see the paycheck, and then you put overtime on top of that, and they want you to do it for weeks on end. Like that's some pretty good shmoney. You know what I mean? Like I get it, but
Mhm.
kind of like how you were saying, there's also the point of view of the kid, and then depending on how many siblings you have, now the mom has to do her job and dinner. run the house, put them to bed, wake them up, get them to school. You know what I mean? Like on top
Yeah,
of.
it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. My mom did a lot for me for
So,
sure.
you
I'm
know,
sure your mom did too.
yeah, you know, so I'm very conscious of that. So I try not to be absent, you know, even if I'll do overtime here and there, but it's not ever a thing where it's like overtime horror about it. You know, the money ain't worth it, I guess. Long story short is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. And I think I only got that way because of just my upbringing. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you know, I probably would have been like, yeah, fuck it. You know, like if you don't see something as precious or as important, if you've had an abundance of it, you know?
Yeah, what happened to you, like, set you to trajectory you're on now, where it's like, now I'm gonna be there for my kids because I feel like I didn't have that, so I'm gonna give that to my children. So it's
Exactly.
just things happen for a reason, and they're just meant to be that way. So
Right. Right. So yeah,
that's awesome, man.
yeah, everybody was dope. I met majority of my brothers. There's still one more in Arkansas I got to meet. We did a
Oh,
FaceTime
my
on the
my
phone.
grandmother's in Arkansas, man. We took a trip out there.
Dude, what's up with Arkansas? People just going out there.
It's cheap as fuck. It's like $200 for a place to live.
No,
It's
no
muggy as
way,
shit
really.
though. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, my dad divorced my mom like what 2007, 2008.
Mm-hmm.
When he moved out there, he was paying for like a 4-bedroom house for $400 a month or something like that. That was in 2008, 2007, but
The hell?
it's so cheap out there. My roommate actually is his parent, he's from Arkansas,
Oh, okay.
but he doesn't want to go back. He likes San Diego, you know.
How could you?
So
How,
yeah, this is the city, you know.
bro?
Like
How? Yeah,
I can't leave. I have
yeah.
people like
What,
move to LA, move to LA. Nah, I'm good.
bro? You know,
I hate traffic already, you know, and I like the food here, so we're good.
yeah, like, and I'm in a dilemma now when it comes to like being a homeowner. I
Mhm.
missed that wave prior to COVID. So now I'm playing like the weight game with everyone else. During right after I left my last job, I had to start over, right? Because I was in a manager position making okay money. And
Yeah,
then to kind of make more money and jump into that blue collar work, I left the management position to start as an apprentice, brand new. Think it was starting pay at 17 bucks an hour. You know, I was about twice that where before I left.
yeah,
But by the time I finished my apprenticeship, I would be like way surpassed that manager position, right?
yeah.
So I was just kind of like, fuck, can I really afford to start over? Is it worth it? Fuck, 17 bucks. And then they incrementally bump you your pay every it's like every 3 months you get like $2 or so. Yeah,
Yeah.
more or less if I'm remembering this right. And because it's a combination of your time at work and then your school hours. And then the time when you go to school, at least for the union that I work for, they don't pay you while you're in school. So
Yeah,
you gotta take that week and eat it. You know what I mean? Like a whole week of
yeah,
pay, you just gotta eat. So there's also that. On top of even when I was working, I was only getting paid 17 or 19 an hour. Like
yeah.
it was
In
a
California, where gas is like $8, you know.
right, and this was right after. This probably it was 2021, right? So coming
Mhm.
out of that dip of COVID, and we're having like a little light at the end of the tunnel. It was at the end of 21. I was like, fuck, like, can we do it? And we did it, and just had to like tighten the fuck up, you know. But eventually, like, I think it was after like a year and a half, 2 years or so. That's when I was just kind of like passing up that old salary and just
Yeah,
and it's
it worked out. Yeah,
yeah,
long
you
term.
know.
Yeah, you gotta sacrifice the short term for the long term sometimes. That's how
Yeah,
it goes.
dude. But it's cool. It's good now. And but I guess my point was I have my siblings they also do blue collar work, which was kind of cool. One is in a really like fucking ballin' union. I got to hit them up sometime, see when they're hiring. But
Well,
those guys fucking they drive the heavy operating equipment like the
ooh,
fucking
yep,
dinosaurs they look like they're out there on the
yep,
dirt.
yep,
Those fuckers are fuck. They're like I want to say like now probably around 70 an hour ish, more or less.
yeah,
Like take home too. That's not even like their whole package. Like that's just what they take home. That's
yeah,
fucking anyways, just not segue too far. But that was my weekend, bro. Fucking crazy. I can't wait to see like what comes out of it.
yeah.
I let everybody know, yeah, like I'm right down the street.
Yeah, just hit me up.
Yeah, just hit me up. I'm down to like, hang out, like really put in time and get to know everybody away from just like party environments one-on-one if I need to, or whatever. You know what I mean? Because to me, that's when you really get to know people. Like they're a family that you get to know, or you see only during the parties and the holidays. And then you got those cousins or whoever that you like really saw like every other weekend, sleep over at your house, you went to theirs, you guys got in trouble together, you guys did this and that.
Yeah.
And I got to make up for lost time. You know what I mean? Like I got to get to know these people, see what they're all about. And yeah, I can't wait. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was just the beginning,
Dude. Yes.
That's like the opposite for me, because like I feel like all my friends and like family are all like married now and have kids. So it's like I'm kind of like the outcast of like everyone now. I've
really?
kind of like it's like it's said, but it's not said. I can tell by some of the wives, by some of my like, by some of my friends and cousins' wives. I'm just like, yeah, that's just Kyle,
right?
Whatever. And I'm just like, it's okay. Like, even my mom's like, she's happy by herself. She didn't remarry or date or anything after she divorced my dad. And I kind of told my mom's like, yeah, like if you don't ever find anyone, like it's okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of chilling by myself. Like if someone wants to be here, they'll be here. If not, they're not. I'm like,
right,
just whatever comes my way. I'm just we'll take it and we'll grow and we'll see what happens.
You said you took a break from the online dating, or is that
yeah? Well, no, I still have this stuff, but it's like I just conversations. You plant seeds here and there.
Yeah,
it's like I'm psychology background, so it's like I love talking to people in general.
Yeah,
but sometimes I'm just like, fuck, it's so draining, dude.
You just don't like texting it.
Well, I do, but it's like at a certain point, some of the conversations just are not what I'm into, and I'm like doing this, right? Like I'm not gonna respond. Like my phone right now probably has a bunch of messages or something.
Oh damn, my fault.
No, I don't see. That's what I'm saying though. I rather do this.
Right.
I rather do this and focus on that.
Right. That's fair.
Kind of and the women on these dating apps are like, after one day, it's like, oh, let's hang out, and I'm like, well, I don't really know you yet. Like, can we like take a step back? Well, you're not gonna get to know me if we don't meet in person. I'm like, okay, but I want a conversation first. Like, this is not like I don't really know who you are.
Damn,
like,
that's
that's
an interesting one, because like I, not having any of this experience of probably like vetting someone through DM first prior to meeting, all my past experience has had to have been meeting in person first, getting to know them in person, and
which
then
I wish I would just do that. Yeah, I wish I would have done that from the beginning.
And that's,
but this is the crazy thing. Every time I've met someone in person, it's gone well, right? And then like I date them, my heart has been shattered, and so that's
so dramatic.
There's trauma there. And so it's like, at least the online dating things I don't feel as bad about. I'm like, it's okay.
It wasn't anything serious to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, is long term, but from now, everyone's asking what I'm looking for now, and I'm kind of just like, I just want consistency. I want someone that has their shit together, bring it to the table, is willing to compliment me and not like just try to control me. And I'm not trying to control you, and just bounce off each other and just grow and enjoy the things in life, because life's too short.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I got a buddy that, he's the only single guy now, but he's always trying to find, he has pretty much everything, you know what I mean? Like he has a good job and multiple properties. Like he has a couple condos now, paid off cars, and like, like all he needs now is just a partner to go do the world with. Like
it's hard.
And that's crazy how like some of us, we'd kill to like, you know what I mean? Be in that position.
Dating life isn't like the Lakers, man. We can't just go out there and get Luka. You know what I mean? Like,
or just have it given to you.
Yeah, or pretty much, yeah. Like pretty much just here it is, like, oh, snaps, So
yeah.
Like granted, there's girls I've dated that I do regret everything, that like the way it went down, and you learn from that, and that's kind of where I'm at now, and I'm just, is what it is.
We need to go to like a horror convention, not horror.
Yeah, 100. We are going to do that, actually.
Right.
Someone just sent me something that was like a theme for something.
Find you a chick over there or something.
Yeah.
Some Halloween baddie or something.
Man, but those girls are into some weird shit, bro.
Hey, we're not perfect.
Dude. Yeah.
You might end up liking it.
My prostate is exit only.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You can let them know from the jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but some girls, you know, they're just like, why can't I just put a finger in? I'm like, I'm good, bro.
Dude, you be running into some crazy.
I'm telling you, I have
dating's
some crazy
different
stories
than what I remember.
Yeah. So let me tell you this quick story real quick. This is a quick story, but this is the craziest shit ever. So I met this girl, right? Online dating app. This is like 10 years ago. I don't even know. Maybe even longer. I don't even know.
Okay.
Met this girl, right? We talked forever. It's like 2 weeks we're talking, whatever. And she's like, and it was like sexual. It was getting sexual, right?
Sure.
I was like, okay, whatever. So one night after work, she's like, oh, just come over. And I was like, okay. And like we talked enough to like we knew each other enough, right? So I show up at this girl's house. She lives in an apartment. That's parked way down the street. So I'm walking, whatever. She's like, oh, just come inside. The door's unlocked. She's like, I'm at apartment, like whatever number. Come inside. Like I'm waiting. I'm already in bed, like naked. And I'm like, and I was super sketched out. I was like, I'm gonna walk in and it's gonna be like Goodfellas scene where I'm just getting popped in the head. You know what I mean?
Oh, you were nervous. You weren't like all about it. Like, hey, all right.
No, I was more skeptical. So I was like, is this what is going on?
Okay.
Because I've never met this person.
Oh, I thought you had a rapport with them already.
Well, I did. I was talking to him for like weeks or whatever it may be.
Okay,
I don't remember, months or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I walk in and I'm like, okay. And she's like, oh, I'm in the room. And I was just like, not meeting someone at the door, I just feel like is not respectful. You know what I mean? Like at your own place.
Where's
like
the respect around here?
And your door's unlocked. So like I don't know who's in here.
Right.
Like, I don't know who you live with. I don't know like if you have kids or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Instantly, I'm like, why does it smell like it smells like peanut butter in here? Like the whole house smelled like peanut butter.
That sounds great. So I don't know what your problem is.
I know. No, peanut butter is my favorite. That's the thing. That's what her and I were talking about because we love peanut butter.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, get in there. I'm just like, all right. So I sit there and I'm awkward as shit because I'm just sitting on her bed. You know what I mean? And like she's like, you know, and I'm just like, whatever. She's like, okay, like whatever, you know, start doing stuff, right? And then it's like, then I'm like, you know, I'm progressing downwards, right? And I'm like feeling stuff. And then I take my hand out and it's literally covered in peanut butter.
No way.
I swear to God. She's like, yeah, peanut butter. You told me peanut butter is your favorite thing. She's like, so I thought you would want to go down on me and like taste peanut butter. I was like,
she like led you with like the Scooby snacks on the floor to like the trail to her fucking bed into her underwear. That's how much she had to convince you to kind of get in bed. She was like,
I instantly was like, I can't do this. And I literally put my pants on and I ran out and closed the door behind me.
Dude.
I blocked her number and never talked to that girl ever since.
Bro.
So I'm sorry I did that to whoever that was. I forgot your name. I forgot even what you look like.
You didn't even entertain the peanut butter?
No, I didn't.
Not even for a second. You didn't even think about it.
Peanut butter is not a first like meet up kind of thing. Like you're not doing some kinky shit with peanut butter the first time. You got to know someone, you know. And the fact that it was inside her vagina, it was inside the vagina.
Damn, how'd that work?
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like on the outside, not like a layer, like a landing strip style, like vagina. It was like inside, directly inside of it. Is that like sanitary women? Like, is that a thing? Like, can you put like substances inside there, like food? And
pH is definitely going to get thrown out of whack.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I thought I was like, I'm getting out of here because I was like, this is funk. This is some funk.
Yeah, that's it. That is.
Yeah.
Was it somebody you worked with?
Nope.
I was about to say, that would have been an awkward interaction.
I had to have been like 22, 23. So this is like 15 years ago, I feel like. So it's, or even 20. I don't even know.
If you came across that now, more seasoned, more.
I'm not meeting up with anyone at their house the first meet, probably. You know, like granted, I've had girls over the first time we met, but like I'm not a creeper or anything. So it's like,
but it's on your.
They want to go. I'm not gonna hold you hostage, like, you know.
Right.
Like you're here because you want to be here and I want you here. But if you want to go. Like I don't care what you have to do.
Damn, peanut butter, dude.
I love peanut butter still though.
You think about that every time you have peanut butter now?
A little bit, yeah.
Now I'm gonna think about that a little bit every time I have peanut butter now.
Every person I've told has said that actually. So
yeah, thanks for fucking peanut butter up for me now. That's pretty.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people might be into that. I don't know.
Was it smooth?
What it is?
Crunchy?
Was that
smooth?
It was smooth. Crunchy? It was smooth. Yeah, it was definitely.
You felt around that long to know?
Well, then I thought when I left, my thing when I left though was, well, I was like, was it Jif? Was it Peter Pan? Or was it Skippy?
Would it have weighed your? What if she knew ball and she had like the really good peanut butter?
Do you have a preference on peanut butter? Because I kind of do.
Do I?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah, I really, I kind of like the Peter Pan lately. I don't know why. I like
Peter Pan. Is that's the name of the brand?
Yeah.
Peter Pan, I've never even seen that before. What the hell?
I don't even know if it's a thing anymore, but yeah, Peter Pan peanut butter.
What made her think that it was something that would have lured you into that fucking
Because I told her
situation to
that was
put
my
peanut butter
favorite
down there.
food. I told her that was my favorite food to eat. Because at the time, I think I was like bulking, so I was
I'm
just like
putting the pieces
peanut
together
butter
now.
sandwiches. Yeah. Trust me. I thought, yeah.
No jelly?
No jelly. Well, peanut butter sandwiches. I'll throw in jelly sometimes.
No, on her.
On her,
on your
no. There
ladies,
might have been
no?
jelly down there in the backside or something, but I never
You
got that
didn't
far.
check the
So.
backside?
No, I was like, it was just like, laying there making out, and then it's like you start doing stuff, right? And then it's like, I'm like, why is my hand?
You didn't smell? So you said you had an aroma of peanut butter when you
I
walked
smelled
in.
the peanut. I still smelled it. That's what I'm saying. I still smelled it heavily. I was like, oh, maybe she made like peanut butter cookies or something. So I was thinking like, I'm gonna get rewarded after this.
I like it. Yeah.
And on top of that, when I saw her, I was like, it was catfish. It was catfish. Like not the smell, but I was catfished. I felt like she didn't look like her pictures.
Oh man, I'm sure that happens all the time on the internet.
Well, I feel like I look better in person than I do my pictures. I'm not photogenic at all. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah. I see.
But then again, yeah, fuck that.
You're just hoping for the same courtesy then.
Yeah.
Without the peanut butter.
I mean, if we get there, we get there. But I rather have peanut butter on like other parts of the body, and I would like lick it off opposed to like down there.
If you made comments like that to her at any point, I could see why she did that.
I didn't say that though. I just said peanut. Peanut butter was my favorite thing.
You were probably talking about peanut butter so crazy one time to her that she was just like, "I know exactly what's gonna get this guy going."
Yeah, that's part of That's
You're
the part
all
of
thinking
living.
about like, what the fuck did I say?
No, that's the part about living though. That's we go through those trials and errors and growth and shit like that, like peanut butter in a vagina.
That's pretty timeless. I like that.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's ever came across that. If you have, let me know in the comments. Goddamn. We have something in common. We can talk about this.
Yeah.
We go to therapy together,
The Nutter Brothers.
Oh my God, that's great.
All right. Anywho, did you happen to see that Reddit post about that girl in Gen Z not experiencing any parties anymore? Like, I guess people don't throw house parties anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what? I feel like I've had this conversation with my friends before that. I mean, obviously when you're younger, you're in the mix, you're in the know, when there's going to be a party and where, back then. Yeah. But I feel like as an adult, just driving around everyday life, I never just drive down a neighborhood and just happen to notice like a fuck ton of cars and people just kind of like mobbing the street, going to a party. Like, I feel like back in the day.
Well, back in the day, you got to realize like growing up, everyone had pagers, right? And it was more word of mouth. And like the schools were more, pretty much it was like, hey, so-and-so's having a party.
Right.
And it would just be word of mouth type thing. Like it would just spread like a wildfire depending on like the groups that would go on, what I mean? And then like my sisters were they're like a couple years older than me. So it's like I experienced it more with them where they would always be doing something like the house parties and stuff like that. Or it's like parents go out and it's like, we're throwing a fucking rager. You know what I mean?
At your guys'
stay in your room. Don't tell mom or fucking beat your ass. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
I'm like, oh my God, don't hit me. You know what I mean? So like, I grew up like around that, you know what I mean? Where I'm just like, walk out. I'm like, who are these people?
So
like, what's that smell? What is that smell I'm smelling? Yeah.
When what is this? Here we go. Hold on one second.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So when I was going through parties back in the day, did you, so there was flip phones. They even had the sidekicks, shit like that, right? Did you ever go and did you ever have to call someone's number whose number would be turned off and it would just go straight to voicemail, and that voicemail would be the address, and that's how you got to know, like it would have the party crew name, it would have the house, the address, the time, you know what I mean? Like any details that you needed, you just had to hit up that number and it would go straight to that voicemail, and that's how you got like all the info. Did you ever have to do any of that?
I personally didn't, because my friends would do all that kind of stuff, and like I know my sisters kind of went through that kind of stuff, like trying to like with their pagers and stuff, right? Because
this was self like flip phone days, like
flip phone days. Yeah, I mean, mine was just people would tell me, it's like, oh, we're doing this or whatever. It wasn't really, or you get a text message or whatever, but it wasn't, like a voicemail type thing. I don't think I experienced that personally, but
I thought that was pretty like considering like, oh, okay, people don't even have parties nowadays, but if you're
well, no, I
able,
was, I definitely the like, people in their 20s and like, younger than me now, I guess, right? Like in their like early 30s, because I'm like, I'll be 36 in June. But I do feel like more any party now is more like, all right, it's a group of like 5 or less, and we're doing like a movie night, and there's a theme. It's always a theme with something.
right,
It never is like, oh, let's just like, have a party and see where it goes. It's like everyone has to
right,
know everyone, and everyone so has their walls up, and then I'll let random people in.
right.
So it's like, but that's just
You never did
his.
any like of the Project X style parties or anything like that?
I've been to those for sure. I
Yeah.
remember. I mean, the craziest stuff I did when I was younger was like, I remember my buddy. We were like, I don't even know how old we were. I didn't go to this, but they tried to pick me up. We weren't old enough to drive. I'll just say that we were definitely early teens,
Yeah.
like preteen, pretty much. My buddy took his mom's car and went around El Cajon, picked all of us up. Was trying to pick all of us up and drive around. They're all going to take turns trying to drive, and I didn't go, but I heard it was a nightmare because someone got in an accident.
I say take
Unfortunately,
turns. What do you mean take turns trying to drive? What?
yeah, they were just driving. Yeah, I was like, that's like that was a cool thing to do. Like back in the day, I was like, what am I doing?
Damn. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
but we got those Project X is like, I any party like that. I don't know if like that's more like a rave to me now. I don't know if I
yeah,
ever went to a.
and supposedly that's like more of a collection of different parties all mashed into one movie.
Yeah, definitely,
But
definitely.
there's definitely been nights, especially like how I put in that reel, that junkyard party,
Hmm.
where it
Yeah, that's
was
dope. That's super dope.
one thing that I was totally unexpecting, just kind of even getting the information that we're gonna go to a party at a junkyard
Hmm.
and seeing all the cars that were like waiting in line to get in there. And when
Damn,
we pull
at a
in,
junkyard.
dude, and you wouldn't even like notice anything when we were like down the street pulling into the property, couldn't even tell that there was lights going, that there was a DJ, that they had anybody even in there until you actually get out the car, park it, and then you start walking towards the little like, I want to say roped off area, but that little designated area of the junkyard that they did.
The
That,
speakeasy before the speakeasy, low
bro.
key.
And
Yeah,
you walk
honestly.
in and you see like they have the keg spot, they got the beer spot, they got people who have you meet up with your buddies, because you get the word of mouth. And everyone brought bottles, and then you see the DJ, and then you go around the corner and like you just like, it was such a vibe. It was so dope. There was people dancing on these like
He,
crushed
yeah,
whatever,
cr-
like cars with no
fucking
tires, no
Pontiac
windows.
GTO or some shit. Yeah.
Bro, like it was so dope. And I don't even know how long we were out there, but what I do remember is, I don't know if you remember like early like shit. I don't know if this is like my alcoholic type like side coming out, but I remember when I first started drinking liquor was like nothing, right?
Mhm.
Like I could probably chug a red solo of tequila full like nothing, because I didn't have any hangover. I didn't have any of that,
Yeah, we were built different back then. Yeah.
dude. And I remember just like red solo after red solo of these bottles, and then you remember like the jungle juice and all that back in the day. You remember all that fun
Yeah,
stuff?
what was that Tech Nine song? 151 or whatever.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
liquor,
Carabulu or whatever. Yeah.
dude.
Oh damn.
And we would hit up the jungle juice that was damn near just straight liquor. That's all it really was in there.
Do you think Hollywood ruined like the people that are not experiences the parties now?
Mhm.
Like, do you think Hollywood ruined that for them for the time being right now? Like, because if
They're
you
like
look at
expectation wise.
yeah, because like, if you look at Superbad, right? Superbad, they go to the party, right? That was the whole goal to go to this party. They want to get laid, right? But
Yeah.
there is always a conflict that happens. So every party movie we've seen, pretty much in Hollywood, I feel like there's always that big conflict thing where it's like some crazy shit happens, and then it's like, oh fuck, blown way out of proportion. So I wonder if it's like trauma that Hollywood's injected in like fear into these younger kids, maybe like that makes me think like we don't want to have a
Uh,
big party like that because this might happen.
I
So
think
they're like, being a little proactive. I don't know. That's just a thought that I have, but
yeah, I think the era that like we grew up in, those movies were very like appealing to us and very attainable. Like you looked
yeah,
forward to going to high school, to go to high school parties.
yeah,
And the I guess that Gen Z era that was highlighted in this Reddit post.
It's probably because we're the parents and we know what the fuck was going on. So we're like, you ain't going out. We know your location. We know everything with technology now.
We're pretty close. And
parents talk, you know what I mean? It goes,
yeah. And I just think their pattern, I guess the natural pattern of like going into high school, having, friends who are going to throw there was COVID in between there. And that just threw
fucked a lot of things
all of that social normalcy and like the pattern of like, all right, it's time to throw a rager and this and that. Well, those guys having to deal with COVID, that throughout the regular, like probably 9th grade through or 10 through their whole high school, you know what I mean? Like there was a whole period of time from 2020 to at least 2020, late 2022 before the world was normal, as far as like not having to be as strict social distancing, especially like where we're at in California. So I think that had more of an influence. So it didn't become like like for us, that was normal to have house parties, like it was normal for them because they were like forced into silos or in the home, and all the meetups were online now. They never got to have that normal, natural, like.
I think in some areas with like culture, I think these parties are still going on, right? I'm sure. Like,
it's not literally. It's not literally.
Depends on the cultural impact of whatever your area or you're in, whatever it may be. So, I mean, I'm sure they're still out there. It's just this girl, unfortunately, didn't get to have that.
And there's enough of them, and there's enough people in her age range that agree. That was what caught a lot of popularity with this post.
Well, there's so much technology now too, so it's like people don't even want to go to a party because it's like I have a PC with all like 1,000 games on it, like 1,000 movies. I have the internet at my disposal. I can watch porn all day if I wanted to, looking like Quagmire walking out with my left hand all freaking jacked. So it just kind of depends on like what do you value most. And like, a lot of people don't value partying at all really anymore. I don't think like that's not a big thing,
Yeah,
it's kind of more of like, fuck, I gotta go deal with fucking Susan, she's a bitch,
right?
Her boyfriend can't eat fucking gluten or some shit, so it's like gotta cater everything around someone else, and it's like it turns into a thing, and it's just like that was the one thing that was left about the party. So it's
I can see that. Then that's just a new life dynamic that a lot of these guys are growing up with, where we got to experience like the uncensored, the WWF, whatever, you know what I mean? Like there was
great story about that right now. I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But so when I was younger, right? WCW was my shit growing up. But I remember, I think I might have said this like 2 podcasts ago. But my grandma would go to bed and my grandpa would be like, all right, and he would turn on WWF. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like titties, got Degeneration X doing the fucking suck it.
Yeah.
Night and day. And that was my childhood. That was the coolest thing.
And that's just regular TV, right?
Yeah, like regular TV, regular USA,
cable television, anybody can watch, right? That was like natural. You do it from there, you go to South Park, you could go from there, you go to whatever, Adult Swim or whatever it was.
Because my cousins were not allowed to watch wrestling at all. They were like, nope, that's too violent.
I knew a lot of people that couldn't either.
Violent. And my mom and dad were just like, it's just wrestling. Like it's, I had a bunch of action figures and stuff like that.
So imagine then, growing up without that in a very censored WWE, using the same metaphor and having to like.
It's getting better, I guess.
Right now, yeah, people are pushing it more. But I think that's just the natural state of everything. Like everything was so uptight and like cancel culture, so now the natural progression
is it back. We're bringing the parties back. Is that the cycle?
I think you're just you kind of need people to be extreme on one end, extreme on the other end, to eventually push in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously, like the internet's gonna highlight the extremes, but I want to say the majority of us live here in the middle. We're just not crazy enough to talk about normal shit on the internet. It's only the extremes that want to post about those things and will post about those things. People don't really care to hear normal opinions about regular things online. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where 80% of us are. It just doesn't seem that way because that's not what's on our phones, So yeah.
Well, if I have a solution to this girl that's never been to a party, I mean, what I recommend is pick a location that's not your, near your residence, right? And make sure it's like vacated or whatever. And send out a masked Facebook group message, right? Just see who's down. Whoever shows up. Go have experience that party, because you can still do that. Like you're saying, you've never experienced that.
Yeah.
You still can technically.
Yeah,
like
that's
there's
true.
raves out there too. I know raves are crazy. I'm not a raver at all, but I know girls go crazy for raves. Guys go crazy for raves. And then the DJ's up there doing some crazy shit, and the bass drops, and I'm like, okay, that kind of goes hard, but not my style. But you can go to those things and experience kind of like, people just wigging out,
Right. For some reason, I took you as a rave person. You never been to one before?
Nope. I'm not a rave guy at all. Yeah. I mean, I'd go for the girls just to see their asses and shit, but
the outfits are pretty crazy. That's fair.
Some titty tassels, just woo,
It's like, so what do you do? More like rock shows, stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll do like the casual show. I'm more of a foodie. I like to enjoy food. So like, granted, I like to go eat. So I just try new places all the time. So
you do what is that coming up? The Foodie Land? You do any of that?
I haven't done that. I would be down to do that though.
You've kind
of been like, I feel like what happened was I was in school for 6 years, and then I kind of just got used to that routine. So I'm kind of still in that routine of like, now I just stream, I go to the gym.
Yeah.
I focus on my health. I don't want to stress. And
right.
then sporting events, obviously, I try to do once a year. I try to always go see a football game. I always try to see a basketball game. That's like my two things.
Does it matter where? Or?
And baseball too. I go to baseball games. So Padres, let's go.
Those are pretty lit. The game, I mean, the stadium is way too comfortable to not go.
Yeah.
You don't even have to give a fuck about the game. You can walk around Petco eating and drinking the entire time in a different spot for each inning, and like the views are amazing. You know what I mean? Like
it's a vibe.
The vibes are amazing. And then when you're all done at the end of the night, you're released off into the gas lamp. So it's kind of like, the night barely gets started, and you probably already like 3 or 4 beers in, considering how many you drank before the game. Now you get into the game, you know what I mean? So
when you go to a sporting event, do you care where you sit, or are you just going to just go?
If I really care to watch the game, I care to sit or where I sit. But like the baseball ones, I don't really care to watch.
I think any seat to me in a baseball game is a good.
I just want to be there.
That's with any sport. I think the only sport where I'm very specific about where I sit is football.
Okay,
because like I don't want anyone in front of me. I want to be like at the front
of whatever section.
Yeah, because that's what I did. Like 2 years ago when the Rams played the Browns, I went and saw, and we were like corner of the end zone, like right at the front, not in the bottom row, but we're the second row in the middle.
Yeah.
And dude, it was nice because no one's in front of you, and you don't have to worry about like doing the whole fucking stand up thing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of room.
What arena was this?
Oh, this was a SoFi.
Oh, okay. I haven't been to that one yet.
Yeah, I went there 3 years ago and 2 years ago. I didn't go this past year. I actually took a year off of going to any sports games this past year, but we'll get back into that this year.
The Laker games, 100%. I'm there to watch the game, right?
That's definitely.
Probably the sport I pay attention to the most. But the baseball games, I enjoy going to a lot, even though I don't necessarily like pay that close attention to the game, just because it's so fun. Like Petco is so fucking fun.
Do you take a glove with you when you go?
Do I
like
what?
Now that you have a kid. Do you have a kid? Like since you have a kid, like do you take a glove?
I haven't taken my kids yet.
Oh, okay.
But they're about they're 9 and 6 right now. So they're about that age.
That's the prime age,
to start taking them now.
Yeah.
So I'll probably
they're not gonna go run off and like steal someone's fucking Pepsi or something. Like
that. And because it's such a good stadium that if we did wander around from spot to spot, it's a good enough vibe where I'd be okay paying for the what are those like?
And honestly, Petco, the staff there is so nice.
Yeah.
Like I've never had an issue with the staff. Like sometimes you'll get that little shit bird or whatever that like be like, oh, just kind of dismiss you. But like the next person you run into, they'll be like, oh, what do you need help with? They're more than willing to help you.
Have you paid attention to like the ownership situation?
I mean, it is what it is. Like I think that there's a lot of turmoil going on. I'm guessing there's obviously with anything with money that it's going to cause turmoil, but I think it'll all work out. I'm hoping. Our contracts are kind of fucked. Like in my eyes, like I'm sorry, I don't want Bogarts. That contract is bullshit, but it is what it is. I hope he plays good this year. That's all we can hope for.
The owner of the Warriors are looking to acquire the team. Have you seen that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I would be. Everyone's like pro that. So, there was someone else too. Another name that was dropped. I can't remember.
The only worry is that people are concerned they might take the team to the Bay Area if they did do that. That was something that I was like interesting tidbit.
That would suck. You know,
to
we're just
think
have
about.
I don't follow the FC, but I know the FC soccer team's doing well.
Yeah, those
Like I
wave
haven't followed
games I hear
I haven't
are
followed
next
any of it.
level.
Yeah, I heard Snapdragon's lit. Like when they,
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't followed any
The
of that.
wave has saved like Snapdragon and how
That stadium
expensive
sucks,
there's.
by the way. I've been there one
Yeah.
time and it's the worst.
When
During
we
like
were there,
SDSU football, bro, and it's like fucking end of summer,
yeah,
you
it's
know, and it's
horrible.
humid, dude. 96 on the field. Like,
All
dude, come
open
on.
and
All open, yeah.
and
Small as shit. Small as
it's
shit.
way
Yeah.
smaller than expected. When that was like the first job I went on, and all the handrail, right, mind you, right, carpenter.
Yeah.
All the stainless steel handrail, for whatever reason, we bid for that and we got it. So those handrails that go all the way to the fucking top of the stadium, I always thought there was a crane or something that's gonna take them up there.
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
You get underneath those things, hike them up there and lay them and make sure they're laid out where they're supposed to go. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like, why did you not just keep fucking Qualcomm? Like, I get it. It's dated, but dude, it was structurally just better.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just structurally better, built better.
Yeah, I agree.
That makes me sad.
There's supposed to be an add-on to that, like a shopping center here coming up soon. Right next to the Snapdragon. But the Wave, that soccer team is making it worth going down the Snapdragon.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to them.
Dude,
I just haven't been.
Have you seen the clips of the fans that are there? Like how
it's
intense
lit,
it
man.
looks.
People love that shit.
Yeah, I gotta try to make it out there this year.
Yeah, we should try to hit a game, dude.
Yeah, that.
Hey, let's check this out. Yeah.
If you want to do foodie, let's do a foodie event.
I'd be down.
You know what I mean? And just kind of
hit the whatever.
I'll bring a camera and we can just kind of like mess around and
yeah, I'm down with it.
Yeah, just kind of see what we can get into. You know what I mean? And then for sure, Horror Nights. I can't let you off the hook.
I'm doing that 100%. I'm doing that 100%.
Right?
I'm gonna give a shit if to call off work, whatever it may be.
Dude, you could put in time off. You know what I mean?
And I have no PTO. Because I have, I have FMLA because I'd be sick all the time. So it's like,
okay.
I have MS, so it's like, some days I wake up and I'm just dead, So
right.
Gotta, it sucks, but
dude, that PTO shit sucks.
Yeah, it's whatever.
They for us, we don't necessarily get PTO either, but they'll cut us a twice a year a vacation check, and that's supposed to cover our paid time off, which is kind of nice because for every hour you work, we get paid $5, right, for every hour. And so I guess if you really like break it down, if we work consistently and 40 hours each week at minimum, by the end of the year you would have gotten at least two $5,000 checks, and that's supposed to be like
equivalent to
use it however you want. If you want to blow it on a vacation, do it. If you want to save it, do it. If you want to cover your days off for being sick, do it. And that's how they've done it with our trade, I guess, union job or whatever. Just something interesting. I didn't realize PTO wasn't a thing for like blue collar jobs.
Yeah, they're really, it's outside of a casino, man, casinos have their own rules, man. So
it's own universe.
Yeah, I've been there too long, man.
Dude, you've been there how long now?
It's like 10 years almost, I feel like.
Dude, I left after 7 years.
Yeah, I'm grateful for it though. Like, it's put me to the place I'm at.
Yeah,
I'm grateful for all the people I've met and everyone I've encountered, and just
I have so many fond memories working at the casino. Like, so many people and characters kind of in my head of like the people.
They're still there. If you go back, you'd be like, oh, I know that person. Probably.
I ran into one of them the other day at the gas station.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I was just so thrown off that there was a gas station. For one, I had no idea there was a gas station. 2, how cheap the gas was there. I was like,
it was nice. When I leave, I always get gas when I leave.
Bro, I remember like running on E, going up the hill, pushing it so I'm not late, and then like hoping I got enough to go back up the opposite direction and come back down the hill.
They got a car wash in that bitch too, so it's like I get my gas and it's like, all right, my car's a little dirty. Fuck it, let's add the car wash to my payment, and I just go get a car wash real quick. Like, so it's like it's pretty dope.
And I go inside there, and I was just kind of like, whoa, this thing is
next level.
Yeah,
they got like every type of drink in there, every type of energy.
The drink selection is top tier there.
It is. They got propane over there. I got my propane from there. Yeah,
bro,
they threw it down.
That's
a shout out to the gas station.
Good setup that they have there. And I ran into one of the guys that I worked with, or we worked with. in that department there, and it was kind of cool and random to just run into them and just kind of catch up and see how they're doing.
Like,
and
we're doing the same old shit, I'm still here,
the same old shit.
Same old shit,
I miss that, man. I miss that kind of environment. It was fun. There was always something going on. There was always like, yeah, it's just unique. I've never had a job anything like that, and I've worked in a couple different industries now, but the casino highly recommend for people that are looking for something different. As long as you can handle the smoke, that was always like the tough thing.
Yeah, people can't.
Yeah, after a while, I got used to it, but you don't realize how strong of a
Yeah, because I've been in like relationships where it's like they don't work at a casino or whatever it may be, and then I get home and they're like, "Oh, your hair smells like smoke." I'm like, "Really?" I was like, "Does it? I just washed it today." And they're like, "No, it smells." And I was like, "Damn, I didn't really realize that." So I'm in that environment all the time, just taking like Mike Tyson blows with the nicotine apparently, but I mean, I feel good. I mean, obviously there's effects probably long term that's gonna happen, but
right.
That's something that I'm gonna have to deal with when I get older, which I am. So
right. You see yourself being there, like just ride it out, or do you have
so my whole thing is like I signed back up for school. I have to get my state licensing for psychology so I can start teaching to be a therapist. So that's my goal, long term goal. But I'm there working out because like the money, I like the job. The people are fun. People I work with are cool.
Yeah.
The pay is not that bad.
Right.
The environment, it's fast paced environment. It's and the cool thing about the casino is every day is different. It's like it's the same property, same place, but literally you can get someone that's in there from like Australia, or wherever it may be, like across the world, and they come in and they talk to you, and you're just like, wow, I just met someone from like Australia, like that's crazy, like the down under.
You do meet a lot of
me
different people.
Yeah, it's nice variety, and it's just and everyone's so nice. It's just well, it can be, but when we work security, it was different. But
yeah,
in my position now, where I help the guests, and just the experience that they tell me that they're experiencing, so that I can help them with, it kind of sheds light on just my job of like, oh, I really like kind of do everything for them, and I'm there for them, like the focal point, and I'm able to push them like towards the right path that they want to go on.
Right.
I mean, granted, gambling is gambling, right? Like it's a sin, people say, and people like don't,
as they say,
abide by it and stuff like that. So, do what you want to do with your life, and make that money. Hopefully, you get a freaking $1 million jackpot. That'd be cool,
dude. I never understood how there was so many regulars there. Like it costs a lot of money to play them machines all day.
Yeah,
and not having a job to do that's pretty impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is their job sometimes, though. That's the truth in the pudding.
I do miss that. Cool. Have you been keeping up with the free agency signings for NFL?
Yeah, mainly with my Browns. We picked up like a good linebacker from the Jets. We picked up some offensive line.
I think you guys picked up one of ours, the Chargers lineman that they didn't want.
Yeah, we do. Well, we literally all our offensive linemen were like free agents like last week. All of them.
Oh, really?
All five of our starting line was free agents.
And you couldn't retain any of them?
No, they're all walking pretty much.
They're all that good.
They're all just rentals pretty much, And I was like, fuck. And then when I saw we signed 4 big dudes, I was like, oh, we're protecting like Shador or Watson or whatever the case may be. But it's like I say, like we'll wait till free agency and the draft, because the draft, anything can happen. Like because the whole Crosby thing getting sent back and stuff like that, like it's pretty bizarre. Right. But they went out and still got Hendrickson, so it's like.
But they were trying to pair them both together.
That would have been nuts. That would have been nuts. I keep seeing things about the Browns have so many draft capital right now. We have 2 first-round picks in like 3 seconds. So they were like, why don't we just try to trade for Crosby and pair him with Myles Garrett, which would be fucking nuts.
Yeah.
You really have nothing to lose. My whole philosophy is I'd rather trade for a proven player and then risk a pick on someone I don't know. Like it's like look at like Brandon. We had Brandon Whedon, dude. We took him in the first round. He was like 29 years old as a rookie.
Right.
It was like, what are we doing?
NFL, they prioritize a lot of age.
Yeah, they do.
Like they're quick to get rid of somebody that's approaching 30, especially in a skilled position, like
running backs. Yeah, running backs are,
they're quick to just try to get a draft pick out of Max Crosby and get, I think, would they originally get 2 firsts out of it? That's really good capital in the NFL.
Yeah, people don't play around. That went down. That had to have gone down because he's, the physical. So now you can get him for less now. So the Raiders kind of fucked themselves. Like they're probably the biggest losers. Like,
do we know the details of the physical? Like that hasn't. came out yet,
he
probably.
had surgery on his meniscus, I believe. I don't, but I'm pretty sure like the whatever the Ravens saw, their staff didn't like it, I guess. But apparently, it's proven that this staff has done that before, where they like traded for a player and the physical failed and they sent him back, or they're about to draft a player and the physical goes through and they just
the Ravens have done this.
Yeah, the Ravens have done this apparently over time. Just interesting, but
yeah, I mean, I saw it recently with the Lakers. Did you see last year's trade when they traded Luka? They also traded for Mark Williams.
Yeah,
and they
I like Mark Williams, but they
failed him on his physical.
No.
Damn, I'm curious on what it is and the legitimacy of the injury, and then whether it's buyer's remorse, because that's what a lot of people felt that the Lakers did, that they had more buyer's remorse. They felt like they were giving up way too much, and this was their out to redo a deal that they thought they shouldn't have last minute.
Yeah,
but
there's still a lot of free agents out there. Like that's why like it's too early to say. Like it's cool. I like Kenneth Walker a lot. I'm glad he went to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But then on the hindsight of that, because Mahomes is going to be out right for this year or something like that.
Most of it for
most
sure.
of the year, right? I've seen posts about people saying the Jets should trade for him because they have like a bunch of first round picks the next couple of years. So it's like they're like, oh, should the Jets trade for Mahomes? And people are like saying the Chiefs would be like not, they were open to it.
I'd be surprised if they did that.
I mean,
what's his name got released?
How do you feel about Patrick Mahomes? What's your take on Patrick?
If he's not the greatest, he's about to be of all time, I think.
Okay.
Just the championships, consecutiveness of them, you know what I mean? Like, they're dominating. He's dominating. His stats don't like.
He's nasty.
He reminds me of Brady a lot because Brady wasn't always the highest stat leader during the regular season either, but during playoffs they won.
I'll be a Patrick Mahomes hater, honestly, because we played them in 22 in the playoffs.
Yeah,
the refs fucked us, dude. There was a fumble call. I believe it was Hollywood Higgins dove in the end zone for a touchdown. And it was a fumble, but he broke the plane clearly. But they said it was a fumble and it rolled out of bounds for a touchback. So the Chiefs got the ball back, and that's what was pretty much the deciding factor of like that whole like momentum push. Because I feel like we came out, we were busting their ass, and I do feel like the refs have played a major role in Mahomes' career of him being bailed out by the refs. Like I would even say the Super Bowl 2 years ago with the Eagles. Like that call at the end,
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's like the NFL wants to put these faces on these guys so much. Like we need another Brady, we need like another Manning or whatever it may be. But it's like,
what do you think about Kyler Murray to the Vikings?
They need a quarterback. I mean,
pair him with Justin Jefferson.
If you can see him to throw over the line, I mean, that'd be great.
If you could see,
did he get injections in his knees to get taller? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, I think he's pretty good.
That guy just prioritizes video games more than football.
You think so?
Yeah, that guy just plays Call of Duty all day.
He's a phase member or something, or was?
Yeah,
or what?
is his mind, is his mentality in the game? Like me after talking yesterday, that I need that mentality, that killer mentality. Like if you don't put
that's why I'm surprised you don't like Mahomes.
No, I like Mahomes. I know I'm saying I like Mahomes. I'm just saying the refs have carried him a lot in a lot of games that have been decided by bad calls. But when he throws the ball and he runs out of the pocket and does some crazy shit, I'm kind of like, this might be the best quarterback I've watched.
He's so frustrating to so as a Chargers fan, he's so frustrating to have to play against. Like, you just know at the end of the game, if it's close, they're gonna do some bullshit and beat us. Like that's always just how it goes down.
Yeah.
And it sucks. So I mean, I don't know.
I want to see what he can do. Like Andy Reid, his game, one of the GOATs coaching. His philosophy I love, but it's hard to root for him sometimes when those calls go those certain ways. I'm more of a Josh Allen guy personally. Unfortunately, he probably won't ever maybe win a Super Bowl. I kind of
they're right there. This is like their year to do it.
How many years has everyone been saying that though?
Yeah, but there's no Mahomes this year.
I know, but it's been like 5 years. Everyone's always getting better. Everyone's always getting better.
They said the same thing about Manning.
Yeah, true.
Until he finally did it.
Well, what if, true.
And I've been concerned with what the Chargers have been doing. Dick.
Not enough.
Nothing.
Not enough.
They haven't been doing shit. That's what they've been doing. Nothing. And it's From what I understand, a lot of our reservations on signing anybody hinders on the fact that who was it? So the fact that we let that O lineman Odofe away or whatever.
How old is he, by the way?
He was like in his mid-20s.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought.
dude
I
was a
was like,
beast.
we signed some monsters. I just saw. I didn't want to like get my hopes up because like I've done that before. I'm like literally every day like looking at the Browns feed like, oh shit, we got this guy, and looking at highlights, you know.
Yeah.
Because you get your hopes up, and I've done that so many years. It's like,
but we let him walk for nothing, right? No. In return, we're about to get a 3rd round pick for him, which is okay. But that also, a lot of this is also depending on the players that we're also gonna sign in the offseason. So who else
did Mac, he retire, or is he still
we re-signed him 1 year?
We re-signed him? Okay.
Yeah, we retained him 1 year. We got Denzel Perryman 1 year. Like, it's just a bunch of like average to mid-level like moves that we're doing, and we have like almost $100 million in cap space.
I was gonna say the Chargers have literally one superstar on each side of the ball. Like they have Herbert and they have Derwin James.
Right.
And it's like, what are you guys piecing around them? You need to put some complementary pieces around these guys.
It seems like we're just gonna go through the draft and do it. Mind you, our O-line,
I feel like the drafts have been dog shit though. Like
we haven't
drafted these giant tackles and they keep getting hurt. Like they're really good when they're on the field, but they keep getting hurt.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, the injuries. But you know, technically we do have Alt, right, on one end.
I like the running back you guys drafted last year though. That
Hampton's a beast.
Hampton's gonna be a monster.
He's another Derrick Henry, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's a monster. But he's everyone just keeps getting hurt. But it's just frustrating to see all these good pieces off the board, especially ones that have been signed for a pretty decent contract, like not too expensive.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there, hands in our pockets.
I do feel like that stadium's a Rams stadium, though. To be honest,
oh,
like
it's
not the Chargers stadium.
The city is not the Chargers city. You know, they're just the Clippers and L.A. That's pretty much who they are.
Which Kawhi scored 45 last night, boy.
And it doesn't even make like Sports Center. Like it's
it doesn't. Yeah. I will say though, there are some Herbert Glazers out there where I'm like, dude, like you guys are stroking this guy's cock so hard.
Where do you see him as where would you put him on the rankings for quarterback? Like I'll throw out a quarterback. You tell me if he's better than Herbert.
So people love Bo Nix. I'm kind of like whatever about Bo Nix, right?
Okay.
And I think I don't even know. I would go, I like Herbert's top 10 what he wants to be. But sometimes what was that like game he played in the playoffs like 2 years ago against Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Where he was just through some fucking ducks, dude. Like literally, shout out to when he was he on Oregon or whatever. But he throws some ducks, like
sometimes, sometimes his arm just disappears.
Like, I mean, he's forcing it. Granted, his receivers suck. I can't even name their like second. They have Keenan Allen. Not Keenan Allen's gone or whatever. But.
What about what's his name?
Quentin Johnson.
McConkey.
Oh yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, McConkey's
he's good,
a beast.
Right?
Yeah, McConkey's a beast. Yeah.
Keenan Allen.
I love McConkey, but that's the only guy he throws to. I was like Quentin Johnson
for good reason.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson, throw the ball to him, hits him right in the chest, is dropped.
All right, I'm gonna name a quarterback. You tell me if he's better than Herbert or not.
Perfect.
Baker Mayfield. You're thinking way too long, dude.
Yeah, give me Herbert. I love Baker. I love me some.
No,
Baker.
Honestly,
I love me some Baker, but
it's mentality over the player at this point, or is it?
Yeah, yeah. There's been some. Yeah, I think I've seen more horrible throws by Baker than I have Herbert sometimes.
Okay, Jared Goff.
Give me Herbert.
Oh, okay. Stafford.
Give me Stafford all day. I think Stafford's still the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah,
he had a crazy year last year.
He did. Prescott.
Ooh, that's a toughie. That they're literally like the same person.
They kind of are, low key.
They literally are. Damn. I'll take Herbert just because of the age. He's younger.
Okay. Drake May.
Give me Herbert.
Okay.
I'm not a Drake May guy. Everyone's hyped up on him. I'm not. I don't see it.
Dude, you have like a, what is it? You need a prove me threshold. I do. You need people to prove it to you.
That's why I'm Critic Kyle. I'm very critical in everything. So, yeah. I'll tell you right now, Herbert's not better than Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar. Those are the three, right?
But that's really good though. If he's still top 5.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Well, he's not better than Stafford.
So still top 5.
I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks in my head right now.
Jalen Hurts. Lamar.
Yeah. Was that who? Jamar?
Lamar.
He's Herbert's not better than Lamar. He's better than Jalen Hurts as a passer. Jalen Hurts as a runner is better.
He's better at passing than both of them, I think. He just doesn't run.
Than Lamar?
I think so. I just think.
Yeah, no, yeah. Lamar's a freak though, dude.
Well, that's the running.
Yeah.
Personally.
Personally, but my Browns lock him down every year, so it's okay. So sometimes.
Last one, Caleb Williams.
I can't do the painted nails.
But is he better than Herbert?
Give me Caleb Williams over Herbert.
Oh my god, dude!
Just because my buddy's a Chicago Bears fan, so shout out Sean.
So it has nothing to do with the play on the field.
No, look at those games last year where Williams had some crazy clutch throws. You see some of the dimes he threw; they're beautiful passes. Sure. I've never seen her. I haven't seen
Herbert has good passes too, though. He has a good arm.
Sometimes, but I'm remembering all the bad throws more than Herbert's good throws.
Iconic moments.
But I could say the same about Caleb Williams, I guess. So it's hypocritical. So iconic moments.
Iconic moments, dude.
Iconic moments.
I'm never letting that.
There was another quarterback I was thinking in my head right now. Burrow. What do you think about Burrow? You think Burrow's better than Herbert?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think in my head who else is out there,
I mean, other guys like what's his name? Lawrence.
Oh, that's what I was gonna bring up. I love
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Give me Trevor Lawrence over Herbert.
Really?
It's a hair thing. We both have long hair. And he's had long hair. It's not like, I just started growing my hair out.
None of your evaluations have anything to do with performance.
Exactly.
It's all vibes.
That's the point.
You're a vibes guy.
Yeah, I'm a vibes guy.
You're just a vibes guy. That's hey, what I'm learning.
Talk to me tomorrow. Different vibe.
Different vibes.
Different vibe. Yeah, 100%. That's how I am. I go with the flow. I'm like water, dude. Adapt to the day, and it is what it is.
God, there's nothing that these guys can do on the field that'll actually sway your opinion. It's just the vibes.
No, they do. No, I'm just talking shit. Spoil it down. Do you like Shador? Do you like Shador at all? How do you feel about Shador?
I'd like him to be on a team where he doesn't have any pressure and he can just ball kind of thing.
I think that might
no distraction.
I think we're gonna build something because we have a lead defense. I think that all we have to do is now focus on the offense. So we might make a trade for a receiver where there's options out there, or
you wouldn't want to upgrade over him. You guys believe in him that much too?
Some of his throws I like a lot. He has like this touch, man, where you're like, damn, that just looked nice. But then again, it's like it's like any quarterback, like there's throws that you're like, shit, like
right.
You got to give me one more year because Watson's coming back, and apparently people are like, "Oh, Watson's been practicing. He's actually been taking things seriously, and we're paying him all that money, and he took a pay cut to allow cap room, which is
I would have cut his ass a long time.
That's
ago.
what I said. Worst trade in NFL history. I have to deal with that shit. I was hyped when he got him, but you're gonna see the effect. First things I'm just gonna say this: fuck Kevin Stefanski. I coach of the year a couple times, cool guy, whatever.
Yeah.
But why did he not play Shador so early? You're running a 5'7" quarterback out there, Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
He's a lefty, and you're like, it's looking like high school out there.
He was a rookie too, though, right?
He was a rookie.
Yeah, and he was a good college player. No.
Yeah, he was a really good college player at Oregon. But he just NFL just doesn't translate.
Right, but I think. You do got to give these guys a chance to try, I guess. Like
you do though, but you left him in. You kept saying Gabriel's a starter. He's going to be the starter week after week, and it's like Shador's right there. He's like, I don't know, smiling was like his crest smile, like I'm just here. I'm here to get better. So he's like learning from everyone he has learned from. And Myles Garrett's like just be patient, like you know what I mean. Like that's a leader right there, and just be patient and got his time. Granted he had his ups and downs, but we got to see what else is out there. And I think there's potential there for him to be like a starting quarterback in the league for sure. Will he be like a great? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell because I feel like a lot of these guys, like from the get go, they
Yeah, I
gain
gotta see.
traction right
I
away.
need another year from everyone, really, like to see like the league's in a good place where it's really balancing out. Really, I feel like the NFL is in the best spot it's ever been.
I'm gonna
Just
hop back on fantasy this year.
yeah,
I've taken a couple
should
years away,
you
and
should. I was thinking about doing that this year, but I'm in that league and I can't. I don't think I can ever get out of it. If I leave it, I'm never gonna be able to get back in. So I
this is
might
the
as well
big one.
just yeah, the big one, the $500, 120 teamer.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah,
figure out a way to get back into that. I'll
I
keep getting messages. I get invited to them as co whatever
you can always
co's.
come with me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm down to hang for sure. The
Yeah.
hangs are always cool to see everybody.
It's more business now. It used to be more of like a party aspect thing down there, but like I think he's changed the location because something happened with like the owner or some shit. But
It's not
yeah,
at that pub anymore.
it's more business. No, it is there, but it's more business now. People come in and they're like, oh, they got their giant fucking hiking backpacks, dude, and like tablets and spreadsheets
It's
and
a lot
like
of money on the line.
it's so dude. I did a fantasy draft last year. My first draft I did, I used Chat GPT for my draft, right?
How'd it go?
I mean, people were talking shit because I took Ramondre in the third round because that's what Chat GBT told me to
Chat
take.
GPT, what does that look like when you're like two
Dude,
minute 2 minute draft,
it
right? The 2 minute the clock.
no, there's no clock there because there's a live draft, so you're picking the name off the board, so you can take as much time as you want, really.
Oh, really? I thought
So
there
I'm
was like a
using my
time.
phone. I'm on my phone, right? So it's my first the first day, first draft, right? I'm taking guys. So my first pick, I got second pick, right?
Hmm.
In the first round. So I take Jamar Chase. Okay. The wraparound, Chat GBT is like, all right, these are your running backs here, da da da. And I took a picture of the board so it saw the names.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, these players are off the board. These are your best available. Next pick, I take Kenneth Walker. And
Okay.
then I'm like, okay, like that's interesting. And the reasoning behind me in the next round, I took Ramondre in the third. People lost their shit. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you
Back to
even know
back.
how to like draft? Da da. But Chat is telling me like, look at like how much they've been healthy. They're always healthy. They're always consistent. They're always averaging these amount of points. Their production rate is this, da da da. So I was like, cool, and like honestly, like I started off like 5 or 6-0, and then I lost out, which was crazy.
Who
So
was
I
it?
was like, that would have been crazy if I would have like won it. But my players that had me draft were honestly very consistent.
And it
And look at
wouldn't
Kenneth. Yeah.
they wouldn't have been what you would have totally like
No,
different spec.
I would have took Jonathan Taylor and Josh Jacobs instead of Kenneth Walker because they were still there,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
definitely.
So
Yeah, that would have been.
that it was a trial, and I let everyone know that the day after that was there the second day because I had two teams,
Yeah,
and because I split teams with two other partners,
yeah.
and everyone was just like, "What the fuck?" And I walked in that day and like, "What the fuck are you doing? Are you actually draft today?" And I'm like, everyone just with fantasy football, my problem is everyone is so entitled to their shit. Like, oh, this is my guy. This is
People
my
have
guy this year.
right. Well,
This is and they're trying to like push that on you. And it's like, dude, just it's all luck. Like we don't know.
yeah.
Like
That's what makes
like
fantasy so fun. Yeah,
who would have known McConkey would have been a beast? You know what I mean? Or Puka Nakua, who would have known? You know what I mean? And then it's like when people hit that right, it's like, oh, I'm the fucking greatest guy. Da da da. It's like, damn, dude, like just be humble about it. Don't like talk shit to me because I took a guy that you don't like in the round that you thought he's not even supposed to go there. Like I had
right.
a girl laughing at me, like it was a couple sitting there. When I took Ramondre, she was wearing a Patriots jersey,
Oh,
and
okay.
she's like, yeah, that would have been a great pick like 3 years ago, and like laughing at me to my face. And I was like, okay, like I don't care about your opinion. I was like, my stats are
Damn,
telling me this.
they're
And
tough.
he was consistent throughout. Like, because they were like, oh, Travion Henderson's there. He's going to take over the lead role. Did he really, though? Because Ramondre was the guy all year. And he
Yeah,
was balling out. He had
yeah,
a fumble issue early on in the beginning, but he balled out eventually. So I
yeah.
was like, my pick kind of solidified what I said. So, or what
Right.
ChatGPT said. So, and it
That's
was a
true.
trial thing. I wasn't like taking it like I was taking it seriously, but at the same time, I was like, let me just experiment because you never know. Like, what if that team would have took me to the promised land? Who knows?
Right. That's fair. No, I haven't definitely haven't done any drafts since ChatGPT has been, I guess, elevated now. That can kind of
I think I was the
give
only
better
one that
picks.
thought of that this year, and like everyone looked at me like I was crazy. Like I had people I went to high school with that were there that were like, "Why did you take this person in this round?"
Right.
Because like my team was like very obscure. It was like some random ass collection of guys that were just consistent. And I was like, well, they never get injured. They're always consistent. That's pretty much what my team was, like a safe bet that we're always going to
Yeah.
give me a certain amount of points to cover. So when they didn't cover, that's when my team lost. But I mean, I still went like 6 and when I lost out after that. But
You cash anything? No.
No, not this year. 2 years ago, I got second and fourth, which is crazy.
Second and fourth.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's a good payout. I want to say the highest I got was the fourth. I want to say.
So the crazy thing about the crazy thing about that run was, or was it? Yeah, that run with the second and fourth one was, if I would have played CJ Stroud the week prior, he scored like 46 because I put Lamar in instead, and Lamar got me like 20. I would have got first and fourth instead. And then a guy last year, he got first and second. So it was like the guy, one of the dealers, crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's definitely an ego boost for sure. Like,
dude, there's so many people and teams. Like anything could happen. Yeah, that's a big like mark to have.
It's so random. Like we know, but we don't know.
Right.
Like,
I had
there's always some guy out there.
Decent run on best ball my first year.
Yeah.
I definitely got all my money back. It was like probably over 100 that I put into it of like $5 lineups, right? And I was maybe 2 rounds away from going to like the big one. Because once you start getting close to like the championship, that's when like the starts multiplying like the payouts, you know, by a lot. So the two leagues, the 2 teams that I made that cashed me out like probably like 70 each or whatever. Going to the next round, start getting like into the like, I think it was like 1,200, and then you start going like the multiples of these steps were crazy. Like these were leading up into the millies, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, after that I'm like, fuck, dude, like it's cool. I got at least got my money back, but I'll take a break. And then that in between then, or maybe that was the year my cousin won it, and my mind was just blown that it was real.
I don't know if this is an auto thing. This is a bet I hit last year. 12 out of 12, dude. On $1, I got 1,000.
12 out of 12 on
12 out of 12. You see all the greens right there? Yeah, on $1, I got 1,000. You see my account there or whatever.
Is that Price Picks? What is that?
No, that was Dabble.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. That was a crazy. Oh, that was on NFL. Off
$1. Just a parlay?
Yeah, parlay, player parlay. It's like yards. Like it was. I'll tell you right now exactly what it was. So I hit.
It's a hell of a ticket right there.
I hit Bucky Irving. He got me 3 more yards than he needed. Shakir, Scatterboo, Amon-Ra, Hampton, Gibbs, McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Pickens, and Jordan Love. They all hit. Crazy.
Dude. You got to frame that.
I saved it in my favorites in my phone. It's my favorite folder, you know.
Right next to your porn folder? No big deal.
I don't have a porn folder. No. I'm trying to cut back.
You ever do like Vegas, those
no, I haven't, no.
sports books? No?
I kind of stopped betting, honestly. Like I started doing NBA a lot, but dude, those guys are so annoying with their stats. Sometimes they don't hit, and it's like I hit all 8, right? Or I hit all 8 and I need like one more or whatever it may be. And I need like one rebound from a guy, and it's like they take him out, and I'm like, and he never goes back in the rest of the quarter. Prime example, I almost hit a 12 out of 12 NBA last year as well. So Trae Young on the Hawks at the time, he needed 24 points, right? He's at 21 in the fourth quarter. Okay. 21 starting the fourth quarter. Okay. He needs 3 points. That's all. And he's shooting threes, whatever, right? You know, Trae Young. He gets like 8 assists that last quarter and doesn't shoot the ball once, and they take him out. So I would have hit another 1,000, but
you sent him a nasty voice note like other people.
Trae Young, fuck me, man. That's what I'm saying. So I called the organization, was like, all right, get this guy to the Wizards ASAP, and that's what they did. So it's all good. No, I'm just kidding.
And then he lets Bam do 83.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't on the court, was he?
No, I don't think so.
Was he?
No, they weren't trying to win.
I should. Yeah.
Damn. All right. Let's segue to you and your what you have.
Oh, you don't want to go over the other stuff first, or no?
I won't do all of it. There's still one I'll probably do, but I think I'll just because of time, I don't want it to go.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was like, I don't know what time it is.
But. Yeah.
All right. Well, firstly, I'm going to start with I'm starting a podcast. Woohoo! There we go. It's going to be fun. It's going to be called In Your Head Podcast. Big announcement right there.
Nice.
So I'll be starting that sometime the next weeks or so, whenever time permits everything and whatnot.
You gonna stream
So
it too, or is it
yeah,
Spotify?
I'm definitely
And
I'm gonna stream it for sure. Definitely go. I'll probably do what we do, go live, and then have whoever hops in. Or my first episode is gonna be talking about like my medical diagnosis with the multiple sclerosis.
yeah,
That's gonna be my first episode, just talking about health, the origin of everything that would have started. So we're just gonna go from there. So that's the announcement of that. So big exciting things. And I got friends already wanting to like hop in, so it'll be fun. Of course, I'll have you on as well as
hell
a
yeah,
guest, probably regularly and stuff like that. So it'll be pretty fun.
hell yeah.
So I have a couple of questions, and then we'll just I have a couple hypothetical things out there that are fun topics to talk about.
I like it.
And I sent you an email of what we'll talk about last because I have it all set up and everything like that. But so my first question for you is: do you think people ever truly see reality, or do we all live inside our own mental interpretation of it?
So this would be with the understanding that there is like one real one
Mm-hmm. And the
versus
reality, there's a one real reality, or the reality that you see just through your head.
I
Pretty
think
much.
it's what people perceive in their head
Yeah.
personally,
Yeah,
because we
their
could
interpretation of it. Yeah,
I think the easiest explanation of that in my like the easiest thing that comes to mind for me to explain that, me and my brother grew up in the exact same household, but our experiences in that house were different, right? Based on our
yeah,
roles in the house, our
mhm,
age, like I was the first for a lot of things.
yeah,
So maybe my disciplinary on or the discipline that was handed down to me obviously was handled a little bit different for him, and I can see that with my kids now. Like, I'll learn my mistakes through my oldest, and it's not intentional, it just happens.
yeah,
And that's just his experience. My oldest experience growing up, it might be a little different than me from what my youngest is. So I can, to me, like, two different realities, same experience.
yeah. That's very true. It's all
um
about the setting.
yeah,
Your
so
environment. We are the product of our environment.
right, we
And
can witness the same events.
in reality, we're the product of our own environment. I think. Yeah,
Yeah, and we could see the exact same thing and perceive them different because our realities are different. My way of growing up different than yours, and
exactly.
we are going to interpret the same thing differently, which makes that's why it makes friendship so hard. That's what makes dating so hard. That just what makes a lot of
Yeah,
these
people.
dynamic things so hard. Like when you find a girl that you just gel on every fucking level with or whatever, or maybe not every, but like so much that it's like, fuck, I've never had anything like this.
Mhm.
It's hard. That's not something you can just find because there's two different people growing up two different ways, two different genders who also perceive things two different ways. And you know what I mean? Now you got like political ideals in the mix now. Some people care, some people don't. And
These
maybe
dating these dating I'm gonna cut you off real quick, but
yeah,
these
yeah,
dating apps, girl, the first thing will someone say like you support this person or you're this,
I could
don't
imagine.
swipe right. It's like, okay, go continue.
I could imagine. Yeah, I'm sure that's a big talking point on those apps now. Um, and mind you, me and my wife aren't even on the same page when it comes to like political stuff. Like I'm very like, um, I don't know. She's just hardcore lefty, and I'm just
Mhm.
very much middle of the road. Like I agree with some things here, I agree with some things there,
Yeah.
and I am not 100%. Just because like I don't know if you're hardcore conservative that you're racist. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
And nor do I believe just because you're hardcore liberal that you're just blue hair crazy person either. Like I don't know. I just sit in the middle. And some people having to take offense to sitting in the middle.
They do, yeah.
And
Yeah.
luckily, my wife respects me enough to be like, that's cool, like I'm very much feel this way. And if you don't, like I get it, you could tell me why. And obviously we'll go back and forth and talk about it, but it's kind of a thing where it's like uncommon, especially based on what you're saying happens on these dating websites, but
Yeah.
two different realities, and we still make it work, but
So that's good.
that's very much how I would answer that. Two different reality based on what they perceive.
All right, for my it's a good answer. I like it. I like where we're going here. So for my next question, because I have I have one more question, and then I have two more questions, and I have one like kind of gripe thing.
Sure.
So we'll go with this next question is are you the same person you were 10 years ago, or are you basically a different person sharing the same memories?
The same person
Are you
sharing.
basically a different person sharing the same memories, or are you the same person from 10 years ago?
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what the the difference between being the same person and then the same person with the same memory. Is that
Like,
phrase
so
that again?
say yourself 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the same person you were 10 years ago, or are you a different person sharing the same memories?
Okay, I would say I'm definitely not the same person I was 10
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Me at 26, a lot different than me at 36. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. 100%.
I even dress different. You know what I mean? Like,
Same.
for
I
example,
would, yeah.
never in a million years would 26-year-old me ever picture myself getting a pair of cowboy boots for work. And
Steel toe?
I get
Steel toe though?
down, bro. I get down in some cowboy boots now.
Yeah.
And that's just a small like thing, funny thing. But that's just an example. Like that's a small example, as like I'm definitely different. Same memories as you're saying. A lot fundamentally the same person, you know, not a whole lot of like crazy moral things have changed with me, but just with life experience, I'm just more like,
Definitely. Yeah.
yeah, you know, I don't
Definitely.
want to necessarily spend money on some J's that are really uncomfortable. I'd rather go look up the most comfortable Nike shoe, go find that, and then rock that. And then in between, I'm wearing boots now.
Yeah.
Comfortable pair of jeans, you know, Carhartt, whatever, or Dickie, whatever, and just fucking vibe out with that, you know? That's
It's
kind of
yeah,
my vibe
we
now.
changed. Yeah, we're changing. That's me. I just wear all horror tees. That's all my closet is. It's like horror tees and shorts. I don't really wear jeans at all, but if I do, blue jeans or black jeans and some
Yeah.
J's.
Yeah,
But
for
I
sure.
haven't bought J's in a minute, so it's like I got the ones I have, and I wear them rarely, but I wear them enough. So
Yeah, I should probably sell mine just considering it's just a depreciating thing nowadays. Like the older they get, the more they could probably like rot and break. You ever see that with the sole when
yeah,
they crack after a long time?
yep.
So I should probably flip them more now than how often am I ever going to wear them? Honestly, it's more sentimental than anything.
That's one reason to wear them though. It's like all right, so they don't break. I guess right. That's
Sure, but the
kind of my
problem is
thought.
like
Is like
they're
I
uncomfortable though.
yeah,
That's the
yeah. You're telling me I put the little like things in the front so they don't
thing.
like crease. These little like plastic things.
Oh
I was wearing
yeah,
my all white ones the other day,
yeah,
but like the plastic thing kept digging in my thought. I was like, dude, this is just fucking annoying. I was like,
yeah.
I'm taking these things out. They crease. They're old enough. They break down. Whatever.
Right.
Looking like eighth grade me playing fucking pickup on a lunch at
Yeah, you know.
recess or whatever. It's like whatever
Yeah,
is what it
I
is.
think it's healthy to evolve and change, you know. Like if you're the exact same person you were now as you were 10 years ago, then I think that's a problem. Um
Unless you're like in a different spot 10 years ago, right? I think
sure,
if you're
yeah.
like more established, more mature, I think there could be a possibility for the same person. Like there could be a benefit, but
My example,
my whole thing is growth as
yeah.
well. So
My
that's the
example
biggest
is
thing for
like,
me.
you know, like at in my mid to early 20s, I'm trying to go out, have fun and party and this and that. If I'm still doing
Definitely.
that in my mid 30s, I think that's kind of like, why you still doing that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To me, that's just kind of lame.
Yeah.
But I get it. Sometimes people, not the party thing that I'm trying to say is lame, but if you're doing the exact same thing, that's still your goal 10 years later, is just trying to go out, get fucked up, and like, you know what I mean? Just try to hook up with whoever. Like,
That still goes on. I know guys in their 60s in the casino that do that still.
right. And I mean, I don't think that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's, I don't know, kind of sad, but I understand if they've never done that probably and they gotta just get it out their system now because they didn't do it when they're younger.
Sometimes that's all people know. They don't know anything else. They're like they don't know how to do anything else.
Right.
Like
That's sad to me. Like,
I know people that don't know how to do their taxes, and I'm like, bro, you're like 30. Like you never done your taxes before?
You talking
Like
about like actually like logging in and punching in the
yeah,
numbers yourself
well,
kind of
just yeah,
thing,
even
or
yeah, type of yeah, like do it
like
yourself. Like
as basic as that?
know
Yeah,
what
sure.
everything means in the boxes, like what everything is, you know.
Sure,
Like I don't know.
yeah.
I just feel like that should be a thing. Like it's funny because my finance teacher back in high school was like, yeah, like all the information I'm going to give you is going to be relevant to life moving forward after you get out of high school, right? And so I still think about that today, where he talks about taxes and just money and everything like that. It just makes
Mhm.
sense. So it's cool that he like gave us that information. He was nice enough to like prepare me for that. It's like, all right, let me pay attention more here because like when I graduate, I don't know, I wouldn't know what to do. So I'm
Right.
grateful that he gave me that. So moving on, I guess that was and I like that. So we're definitely both different people, but we share the same memories for
Okay, yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We learned from our past experiences. We've definitely grown and everything like that. But would you ever trade your current phone in now for a flip phone?
Nah, probably not.
So I have a friend that did that.
Oh, okay. What was their reasoning? And
He just felt like he was so overwhelmed by everything that was social media, and he was very sensitive to information he was getting, and he just
sure,
felt
yeah.
like it was overwhelming to him, and he was like spending too much time on his phone, not paying attention to his wife and his kid and his family, and he just felt like it was time to like try something different.
Yeah, I can
So he
see that.
shows up, you know, see him, pulls out his phone, it's fucking flip phone, Nokia, which it's actually a nice phone. They still make flip phones to this day.
That's
They
cool.
still sell these things,
The
dude. And I was
26
thinking like
IKEA
classic
flip
flip
phone.
phone. I'm thinking like classic flip phone, no apps. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You could
okay.
you can get some apps on there for like just certain things. Like you need to click something, it'll go to the internet. It'll
Oh,
take you to
okay.
the internet at least, you know.
Yeah.
He took a picture though. The picture quality was dog shit
Of
though.
course, yeah. That's
Dog shit. That
we
shit
have
was looking like
these aren't
a
phones, they're
CRTV, man. I was like, what the fuck is this?
yeah. Our
I was like,
phones
don't
are
send me
little
that.
computers now with
Yeah,
cameras. That's
they
what
are.
really
They
what it
are.
is. It's not
I
even a
think if I
phone.
got older, I think I would consider it. You know, if I want to just move to Montana and just go in the mountains, just kind of live my life in peace. You know,
Yeah.
get some wolves and stuff like that. Have like a ranch or whatever it may be. But I would consider it. But I think right now it's too essential. We're too tapped into the verse of
Yeah,
everything.
especially like if you're I don't know exactly what the specifics of your podcast is going to be, but like for mine, I really want to talk about stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
So
So you're always on the yeah.
I
You're
really
always
got to
there.
be tapped in on what's happening. And
Mhm.
luckily I'm not sensitive on what I'm seeing. I look at a lot of the stuff that I see with a lot of cynicism. Like I'm very quick to be like, is someone just trying to like um exaggerate something to me right now?
Mhm.
Like for example, I'll see, I don't know, a clip of the president doing something, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that does look really bad. That does sound bad. And then like I will see like, but I'm not instantly like 100% sure that that actually took place.
Yeah, because it could
And
be AI. We don't know. Yeah.
or it could be just a clip of something, and then like
Out of
you
context.
can,
Yeah.
yeah, there's some sort of context missing. I'm very much like, no, you're right, that does look bad, but what else am I missing from this, or what else do I got to see from this? I don't know, it doesn't affect me, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't get visceral reactions to things that I come across.
Mhm.
um what I would throw on you really quick to touch on my topic lightly, based on what we're seeing on social media, are you worried at all with these announcements of a possible strike in California from these potential, overseas or Iran, living in a naval hub
Heavily, yeah.
target? You know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
yeah,
do you
and
worry about
you're
that?
concerned. You're definitely yeah. I'm concerned. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my eyebrows are raised, stuff like that. They're definitely raised. You know, I live like like 20 minutes from the beach, so it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
and I have a lot of people that I know that live closer to the beach and live by naval communities and just military families and stuff like that. So it's definitely alarming to me because I don't want anyone to be hurt, right?
Right,
But it's like out of my control at the end of the day. I'm not controlling the drones or anything like that, right? Like
right.
I'm kind of just here, like hoping for the best, praying that it doesn't, nothing like that happens, and just hope we can get everything figured out like it always is, you know. But
What would
it's
your
alarming for sure.
what would your recommendation be for someone who is like super worried and it's
I would say
affecting their
you
daily?
get a you start doom prepping a little bit, right? You're gonna make
Mhm.
a survival kit. You're gonna make something that you can grab that like, all right, this happens. Like this is my like you're single or if you have your family, you're like, I need all my necessities in here, and I could grab this bag and go, and I could be okay taking everyone with me and getting out where I need to get out to like whatever safe house I have to go or whatever it may be.
Right.
So that's probably the best option, right? Like I need to be better about that too. I need to make a bag like in case we have a fire or something like that. That's just
right. What about mentally? What would you to help
I mean,
someone not let it consume their mental health?
I would say just it's out of your control at this point. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're like you can think about it all day and stress about it, but like what will be will be. And
Yeah.
you know, there's been tragic events throughout history that are just, you know, catastrophic to humanity that
Mm-hmm.
obviously are looked like frowned upon and everything like that. And it's just it's horrible sequence of events. But it's the only thing is we can only do what we can, and hopefully if something like that does happen, we come together as a community and grow and just be there for each other if it does happen, like help someone in need. So
Right. My to put my philosophical cap on, I'd say that most of us worry the 80% of the things that we worry about never even happens.
oh yeah, definitely.
So to remember that, like, ground yourself and to not let, be in a catastrophe mind hive kind of thing where
Mhm.
you're just kind of collectively joining just because you see somebody freaking out online, that kind of almost like a magnet get pulled into it, and just kind of remember that it's just like you don't need to partake into this stress, and just
Yeah.
remember, like, 80% of the things that we worry about on a regular basis, although this is very real, it could happen,
Yeah, I could.
but to sit there and stress about it all day, stress is probably the number one killer, right,
Yeah.
of
Oh,
people.
100%. I mean, I stress is the worst thing for
About
you.
above bad diet, above like these illnesses that are going around, cancer and all that. Stress will kill you way before any of that, no matter how good of a shape you're in. So practicing grounding yourself, and like, if nothing is happening right there, right in front of you, you don't need to put yourself in fight or flight 24/7. It's not good for your body or your heart, your blood pressure, any of that. So, it's okay to be prepared and do your homework. What happens in this situation? What happens in that? Yeah, have a, some sort of steps that you have saved somewhere. Prep,
Yeah, prep some prep.
keep
Yeah.
keep some stuff in a storage if you need to, but your mind needs to be very much like not bogged down by these situations that
Yeah.
most likely may not never even happen. At least 80% of them. So try to remember that. That would be my recommendation.
Yeah, I agree with you. 100%.
Yeah.
I've been saying that a lot, 100%.
Did you have any other a game?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I have the game, but I have one more thing.
All right, yeah.
Do we have time or no?
No, hell yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is a fun one. So, what are some things a man should never do in public, or all around someone?
Can you give me an example, like, on what
So, my big thing is like, if you're a man, you should never walk around with a shirt on and nothing else on underneath. Like if you're walking
Say that
around in a
again?
shirt on with no underwear on, I'm fucking judging you.
Wait, a shirt on,
Just a shirt, bro, no underwear.
no pants?
If you're a dude, no pants, no underwear, and you're walking
Okay.
around the house like that
I'll walk around the house like that.
in a nightgown or some shit, like, or like sitting down when you pee, like whatever, like stuff like that.
Okay, that one went through my head really quick.
Yeah.
I just was trying to, like, figure out, like, is that really that big a deal?
It kind of is. Like, I don't know. Like some people are like, oh, this guy's wearing like socks with sandals in public. Like people have big ones where it's like
Socks with sandals.
if a dude is wearing
I've
like
done that.
this with that, you know what I mean? Like people have some big
For
levels.
men specifically?
Yeah, what are things men should never do? Like, give me some examples. Like, I would say never hit a woman, right?
Okay, yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
have to defend yourself, you obviously don't hit them. You probably should pin them down, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like the whole walking around your house with just a shirt on.
To me, those are so, like,
That's random.
one's like an obvious, like, yeah, and then the other one's such a random, like,
That's how it is, though. Like that's how.
Well, sure, yeah.
Would you walk around your house with a shirt?
I've never done that, nor have I felt the urge to do that. So, but I didn't know I shouldn't. Not to say that I would.
Like if you do that, I will definitely judge you. I'll be like, "What are you doing?"
Oh man, that they should never do.
Things men should never do
in public.
No, it just would never should do. I was just saying there's stuff publicly that you shouldn't do, you know what I mean? But
Okay, well the hitting a woman, or honestly like even picking on someone you know is like physically inferior, that you know you would like
demolish.
absolutely destroy. It's not even fair. Like
Yeah.
even if they're a man, like I don't know. I think that's kind of lame. Like you don't get any
Yeah.
points beating up on someone that you're 3 times, 4 times
One
their
one
size
one
on.
for me too is like if you're at like a bathroom, public bathroom, right? And every urinal is open, right? And it's like
Hmm.
8 urinals, and you go to one and the dude walks in and he goes right next to you. That's something you shouldn't do.
That's a fair one,
They're
yeah.
and say they don't have like the barriers. It's like it makes it even weirder. You know what I mean? Like just
If there's like if you're in the trough, you ever
yeah,
use
some
one of
people
those
be doing
troughs?
that.
Yeah,
That happens to me at work sometimes. I'll go in, I'm like, all right, there's like 10 stalls or 10 urinals or whatever.
yeah,
Go in, I'm like, why did this guy just come right next to me? And I feel like he's looking down at my dick, kind of like waiting. Have you seen Waiting?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like I'm just like, look, it's like you can't go,
yeah.
you can't pee. Like, look at it. I'm like, dude. Then I'm just like sitting there, like, fuck, like
I don't know.
yeah,
That's a good question. I've never thought about like like obviously other than the, like I said, the physical violence on someone like that,
yeah, I never, yeah,
whether on children or elderly or just even I don't know, smaller, weaker, like man on man, like I don't know, like unless like another life is in imminent danger, like what's the point? Like you're just beating up on someone smaller than you, who cares?
yeah. That's a big one. The physicality one is interesting. Um,
Never do.
yeah. It's a good one. There's a lot out there.
I'm sure
So
there is. I just need to start paying attention now to
yeah, you do.
what
Like,
those
well, do you
are.
have any pet peeves when you see a dude and you're like, bro, like, why are you wearing that? Or like, would you walk out of the house? Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole
Mm,
bit with Bill Burr where he's like, show up to work and it's raining out and it's all dudes and one guy has an umbrella and you're like, look at this guy. You know what I mean? He brought a fucking umbrella type shit.
sure,
It's just
yeah. I've
yeah.
developed funny ones, like nothing serious, but like uh people who wear all Carhartt who don't do anything with their hands, kind of thing.
How about this one?
Yeah.
Things men should never do. If you're a man and you're wearing a sports team's jersey or a t-shirt and someone approaches you and asks you like, "Oh, I like this player, blah blah blah," and you don't know anything about it, take the fucking shirt off. Take the fucking
Just take
shirt
it
off.
off.
I know you got it for free because of some, you went there or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. Take it off. You don't know nothing about the sport. All right, like
Sure. So
I
like
don't
don't wear a
know.
Padres jersey and
I
not.
mean, you could like to support the team. Yeah, I guess you're supporting the team in reality.
Yeah,
But
see,
like,
they're,
if
they're
someone walks up to you and asks you, like, "Hey, like, what's your favorite player on the team?" and
mhm.
it's like, have you seen those videos where like the dude's at a stadium and he's like, it's like a football game, and he's like, "Who do you think was a better player on the Chargers, like Luka Doncic or like Bam Adebayo?" You know what I mean? It's like, "Oh, I like Bam
Yeah.
Adebayo better," and it's like, damn, like it's just little things like that. I guess they're not serious, but they're just funny to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I have like regular pet peeves that are like sometimes annoying, but that's not restricted to gender, but I always get like really weirded out when people lie for no reason.
Oh
Like
yeah, that's
it's just weird. Like and it throws me off because it makes me wonder like what are you so worried about, and what do you like, what brought you to the to think that I like, or like to think that we would care, or to think that like I don't know, like I'm just
yeah,
worried about the intentions behind trying to lie about something that means nothing.
yeah.
So what are you capable of, you know what I mean? And quick story, there was a situation where when I was working at the other when I was a manager, we were hiring another supervisor, and he was telling us this story about being a police officer and how his partner died and this crazy dramatic thing. The scene happened, right? But from the get-go, like the vibes were totally off with him, with me. Like he didn't carry himself in a way that I felt like was usual with either law enforcement or like, you know what I mean? There's just certain
Yeah.
like
And
mannerisms, or
some people do that.
there's
I
like
don't understand that.
language. There's like you could just
Yeah.
tell when someone's kind of involved with that kind of job kind of thing. And based on what he was telling me, I was just like, I don't get those vibes at all. And me and the other hiring manager at the end of the interview, he was all the way involved, like all the not all the way all the way on board. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's a no for me. Like I don't think any of this actually happened. And I'm super like alarmed that this would even be like an interview story someone would even try to do to get like, I think at the time the job started off at like $20 an hour. And I was just like, think about it, like police officer was walking away from his job to come work at a casino for $20 an hour, and this was actually what happened to him. And I was just like, let's say this actually did happen to him. What mental state is he in as a person for this to just have happened and just want to walk into a position where he's in charge of a bunch of people around an environment he has no familiarity with that can go weird? And we're so restricted because we're not police. So like there's so many restrictions on our end. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Anyways, we bumped heads on it. I had a weird feeling based on this lie thing, and it turned out to be true in the end because once we started kind of catching on a lot of things that he was like fucking up with on the floor, not doing, didn't understand, like it he ended up trying to like catch us kind of thing, see if he can get
I'm
us.
laughing at something. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm listening. Sorry. I have something, but yeah.
And anyways, it's the lying thing. Like for whatever reason, like I feel like the sensationalism of life is kind of weird to me. And I don't know. I guess that can apply to anybody though. Like I get thrown off when people try to make up whatever to make it.
I don't think a man should ever scream.
Like how? Like on a roller coaster, or
I don't know if you've ever watched
a haunted house,
Have you ever watched
LaMelo
Ball, man? LaMelo Ball be out there. He screams on the court, but that's in homage to the announcer. So I'm like not as mad because he's like just paying homage to the announcer, whereas like the announcer screams a little bit. But I'm like,
I saw him when he slaps the mascot when he gets jump scared.
That guy came out on the court with the other team one time. He ran out with the other team. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious. But I looked
maybe I'm okay with two men hugging, but maybe no back hugs.
So how about this? A man don't hug me from behind. A man should never clap when a plane lands. How about that one?
A man should never like good job we landed the plane.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of. If you
There's a lot of people that are scared of flying though.
I can't stand people that clap after a movie. Okay, I will judge the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
the director is not there. Leonardo DiCaprio is not front row. Like, you're not paying homage to him.
Got to get some props, dude.
I know, but no one. The clapping does nothing.
Okay,
like, it does nothing.
I get more annoyed
it's not a
when
live performance. Yeah,
I get more annoyed if I'm in the back of the plane and you're standing up and there's no fucking time that you're gonna be getting up anytime soon. Like, sit the fuck down. That's more annoying to me than clapping. And once we land, like, why the fuck are you standing? You're just fucking in everyone's way. Your ass is in my face now, and it's kind of like that's annoying. More, I mean, that's me though.
Some people's personal, like their spatial awareness is like way different than others.
Yeah,
like give me some like personal space. Like people's like, I don't know if it's because their eyes, but I went on ChatGPT, right, and I was like, what are some things a man should never do? Okay. So the clapping the plane was one.
Okay. Right? What does ChatGPT know about this? What would it know about any of this?
So, okay, it knows a lot, actually, apparently. So it's like a man should never say yummy after taking a sip of water.
I feel like this is all stuff that Drake does.
Yeah, probably.
Close the door. Close the refrigerator door with your hips.
Yeah, here's another one. I'm just going to go down because there's a bunch of them. But a man should never FaceTime another man just to talk. I'm kind of like...
I hate the FaceTime thing, period.
Yeah, same. I've had some friends go through some stuff though, because like we haven't seen each other in a while and like stuff has happened, like tragic stuff. So that's okay. That's a separate thing. You know what I mean? And then a man should never say oopsie after dropping something heavy. It keeps going on. A man should never scream in a haunted house louder than his girlfriend.
That's fair, but damn well that happens.
Here's one. A man should never order a drink that comes with a sparkler unless he's celebrating something big.
Dude, that's fair. Like,
that is fair.
I ordered I knew one of the bartenders at this party one time, and I'm like, hey bro, just give me something like, this is what I like, blah blah blah. And it came out in one of these fucking girly glasses. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I didn't think I would have to say that, but I definitely didn't like that. That's fair.
Damn, there's some wild ones on here. There are some wild ones.
All right, spit them out. What do you got?
A man should never text he, like HEHE. I was doing that for a while. I swear to God, I was doing that.
By
and
itself?
Said, "What? No, what do you mean? Yeah, by its. Well, like
there's no context with it, or
well, I've text girls that and like he or whatever. I stopped doing that Like, honestly, because the girl was like, yeah, it's very feminine. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I stopped doing that. Like, I used to do that when I was younger, honestly. So that's kind of funny. Funny it says that. A man should never get scared by his own reflection in a dark TV screen.
That's never happened. Who the fuck is that's a
I don't
ChatGPT
know.
error right there.
Yeah, it must be. A man should never watch reality dating TV shows alone.
Alone, okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fair.
facts.
That's fair. I was about to say I enjoy some of these fucking
They're wild, man.
yeah,
They're
you
wild.
know, but that's true. I've never had the urge to do it alone, but I didn't know I couldn't, but I never wanted to either. So I mean, I don't.
Yeah. A man should never own more candles than his girlfriend.
Okay, that's fair.
How about this one? A man should never ask another man where he bought his pants.
What the fuck? Why? Why not? Oh shit. Okay.
I'm thinking like, has this any of this stuff happened to me?
It had to have like some of the stuff you can't fucking.
What about like, okay, so harping back on the watching the reality dating thing, like alone, does that if you're seeing someone and she watched the episode and was like, hey, you gotta watch it to keep up with me, would you consider that alone? Like,
while you watch it at your place, she watches it at her place.
Yeah.
But you guys aren't like on the fucking phone together or nothing.
We're not
like
on
that?
the phone together, no.
Yeah,
No.
it's a little weird. I don't know. It's a little. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be a little odd to me to just make myself watch something and you're not around, kind of thing. I don't know.
There's some interesting ones for sure. Something that I have here is a man should never sit on the same side of the booth with another grown man at a restaurant. Like, say you go out with the boys, right? It's just two of you sit on the same side.
Same side of the table?
The same side of the booth.
Of the booth? Like what? One of those curved booths?
Yeah,
or?
no. I'm saying, I'm saying like one of those booths you walk in, the table's here, there's two seats on the side right there. You know what I mean? Like,
so men can't sit at booths, period. If it's guys
booth,
night, no booths.
No, if you're across from each other in like opposite directions, facing each other.
What if there's four of you?
Well, no, I'm saying if you went with your like friend, yeah.
Oh,
it was just me and you went, right? And we walk in and fucking they sit at a table.
And I just sat right next to you.
I sit down and you're like, shit, I'm sitting next to him. And then I can't get out because I got to pee.
Right. What if it's loud in there and hear you back?
Yeah. I mean, there's situational awareness to everything we're doing here. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I get that.
There's
I get that. Maybe don't put your arm on the passenger side if you got another man sitting there while you're driving. That's probably a little.
Yeah, that's a good one. Never bring an acoustic guitar to a party unless you're actually good.
Okay.
How many times has that happened?
Yeah. I mean,
I could say for me alone a lot where I'm like, oh, I've been practicing, and you're like, oh, I can't just get that one chord right. I can't get that one chord right. And they're trying for like 20 minutes. They're like, fuck, and they just stop. I'm like, yeah, we're good.
Right.
Just put music on. It's fine. You know what I mean?
ChatGPT is fucking. What would it know about any of this shit?
It's pulling from something.
I feel like these are just Drake memes that are like what they would use for him, and they just pulled it from there as what guys shouldn't do.
Yeah, I mean, there's some funny ones. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a bunch, man. I mean, I never really thought about this till today. Never moan while you stretch. I'd be moaning when I get up, though. I'm turning into like a guy I used to know where I'm like
maybe grunting. Moaning is a little different, probably. You know what I mean? Maybe grunting. But if you're moaning, that's a little interesting. You know what I mean? I don't know about all that.
Never clap when the microwave hits 0-0.
Yeah, who the fuck does that? Yeah, no one's doing that shit.
It's getting wild.
Who lets their microwave go to 0-0 period? How about that?
You don't? I do.
No, I try to catch that shit before it makes any noise.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way though. You're kind of right. If I'm there, but if I'm in my room right now and I'm making a bag of popcorn though,
sure. If I can help it,
I'll let it run out.
If I'm there, I'm not letting it make a sound. That's just me though.
There's some Never wear sunglasses inside the gym. I mean, I know a dude that does that at my gym.
There was a guy that was doing that today or yesterday.
Yeah, I seen a dude. Yeah, at my gym wearing he wears these big ass fucking Macho Man Randy Savage glasses and has a hood on,
like the Pit Vipers or something.
Yeah, the Pit Vipers with a hoodie on. And
fire.
I'm like, this guy's just looking at ass all day.
It's probably coked out.
Maybe, I don't know. I've never seen what he looks like though. That's why I was like, I wonder what his eyes look like. just made me really curious. Like, was he like a reptilian or something? Like
reptilian.
How about this one? Never order a salad on a date as a man. I'd say even if you go to a restaurant, never order a salad. Period.
It depends. I'll fuck with a salad sometimes.
Yeah. That's the health conscious stuff in us.
No, just sometimes I don't know. I just fucking fuck with a salad sometimes. Like a good what's that called?
Hey, Greek chicken has a really good salad there.
Yeah, they do. There you go. That's a good one. Down, yeah, I do.
But that's like more fast food. You know what I mean? That's
not
really anything. You know what I mean? So it just kind of goes from there.
With those glasses, have you seen people have been drilling out the lights on the Metas?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that?
To make them. They have a thing that goes over the light to make it not bright anymore.
Right. Whatever they're doing, I saw someone physically like fucking with the light part, but they've been altering those Meta glasses so that people can't see or can't tell when they're recording.
Yeah.
And obviously they're like going into these like into the gyms, into the wherever, you know what I mean? And they're just recording fucking everything now. And there is this creator who has been recording them requesting this. Like,
oh shit.
They'll like it looks like a Facebook marketplace sort of situation where they agree on a meetup spot. They'll give this guy the glasses, he takes them home, he works on them, and then he brings them back to, you know, whatever collect payment and all that.
Yeah, but I want to do that because I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't care about other people's shit. You
know? He's wearing the glasses while they're recording. As he's like, all right, dude. Well, here's your glasses. He's doing it. So he's like, and he's running like highlights of these people back to back to kind of show who's doing this shit. I mean, it's kind of weird. He's also the one removing the lights on them, but. Yeah, that's a real thing right now that people are.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. Well, there's even something that like goes over like I think they sell something now that goes over the little light lens there that will like let it like damper the light, so when you turn it on, you can't tell the lights on.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've been hearing at work because I work at a casino. So I dealt with this like honestly like 2 weeks ago. I had a guy sitting at the machine gaming. And I noticed I was like walking by and I was like, is this like a flashlight on? Like, what the hell? So I like kind of walk by him again and his light's on his camera and he's in a bonus. And I'm like, hey, I'm talking to like the manager on duty. I was like, we don't allow the meta glasses in here, right? Like for the slots, even like I know tables is like, no, but I was like, yeah, they're like, no, absolutely not. So they had to go talk to him. He took them off. He was compliant, but it was like,
I always wondered what the deal was with people recording machines or whatever. What is the.
There's like this gray area now. Everyone's an influencer now, and everyone's like, you know, trying to like,
there's
I know how to gamble.
That do that now.
Yeah,
that make big time views, like recording their gambling sessions at casinos. I don't know, and I know
we allow some big names in there, and they come in and they have their their entourage, and they play and they do their thing, and they leave for the weekend or whatever. But they're granted permission to do that kind of stuff. You know, and to come in the casino, they get paid to come in there, and they're like, "Oh, you're allowed." They get authorization. They sign paperwork or something like that.
So no regular just vlogger kid or whatever can go in there and just show off what they're doing.
You need like proper like steps to go do it. You can't just walk in and be like, "Oh, I'm doing this," like whatever.
Interesting.
So yeah,
I always wondered why that was that big of a problem.
Yeah, So do you have anything or
to add to the stuff that the guys can do, kind of thing?
Yeah, before we,
no, with that, no,
we might need to revisit that topic.
Yeah,
it's an interesting one because now I got to think.
I'll make notes of some stuff I just see, and I'll just be like, this is definitely something that irks me.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, like, I got one.
Mm-hmm.
I got one here. This is a big one for me, actually. If you're a man and you tuck your shirt into your underwear, you should not be doing that. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tuck it in. Just tuck it in.
That's fair.
Just tuck it in. They sell stuff that you can like tuck it into that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
or if you're a man, you should not have a lower back tattoo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking. Now my brain is flowing here.
No tramp stamp.
No tramp stamp as a man. If you have a back tattoo, that's cool. But if it's below like the middle of your back and it's a small one,
isolated on an island.
Yeah, even if it's at the side on your lower back, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
What about collar necklaces or something?
puka shells necklaces.
Puka shell. I
Puka shell
was thinking like
necklaces.
the studs and shit like that.
Oh, that well, yeah, but I mean, if someone's into that, some guys like being dominated. I'm not, that's just a different band, Who
Oh
knows?
my god. You mentioned you had a story also. No?
Yeah, this is like okay, so this is gonna be a crazy story right here.
Okay.
It's a doozy, so strap in. Let's get to the little. Here we go. All right, perfect. We're strapped in here. So years ago, this is a couple years ago now.
Yeah.
I was dealing with this stomach issue. Okay,
Okay.
this was going on for like 2-3 weeks. It was at the point where I was like super bloated, and prior to this, I had my appendix removed like years before. So it wasn't my appendix. So my stomach was super bloated, but I was having the same symptoms I had as my appendix stuff going on, right? And it was like I was like so bloated, and I felt like I needed to puke, but nothing come up. Couldn't go to the bathroom. I was just like constipated all the time, right? Had shit going on, and I'm like, okay, like I need to
Literally?
go to the doctor. Yeah, literally. I don't
Okay.
know, but I have MS, so it's like it's one of the symptoms I guess that I can have is like just like something going on with my stomach and just IBS or whatever it may be, which
Okay.
a lot of people in my family suffer from. But anyways, I go to urgent care because I'm like one night I was just up all night and I was like dry heaving into my toilet because I couldn't like puke or like nothing would come out. I'm like I wasn't eating at all. I didn't eat for like 3 days and my stomach was just so bloated. And I was
Oh
like, how the
shit.
fuck is my stomach so bloated? And I eat for 3 days, right? So I'm like, all right, let me go to urgent care. So I go to urgent care, and urgent care, it's always a random doctor that is there, and like you just go in. It's always a different person every day. So get to urgent care, go in, talk to the nurse. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, all right, well, tell them what happened. Talk. We'll bring the doctor in, whatever. So doctor walks in. It's this old guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the oldest doctor in the company, or the medical industry at this branch of medical industries. I'm not going to name drop them, but they knew who they are. He's like damn near like about to retire. Like I'm talking, this guy has been alive to see it all. Like, dude, he might have seen the dinosaurs. Old guy, dude, huge hands, huge mechanic hands,
Nice.
and just he had this crazy walk. I couldn't describe it, but he had like he's bald up here, had the white hair on the back, and he was just very old school, right? Like he had all the old school shit on that doctors used to wear, like back in the day, like when we were kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck is going? He's like, yeah, normally I'm not here at the urgent care. He's like, but they called me in because they had a call off. He's like, I'm kind of retired, and I was like, okay, like that's cool. And he's
That's
like, so what's going
comforting.
on? Yeah, he's like, so what's going on? I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, I'm dealing with this stomach stuff, da da da. So my dad had prostate issues like as he got older. So he's like, what's your family history like? So I was like, oh, my mom has this, my dad has prostate issues like growing up. Mind you, I'm like 32, 33 at this time. So this is a couple of years ago. So I'm sitting there, I'm talking to him. He's like, well, based on like your family history, he's like, I think we should do a prostate exam. And I'm like, okay. I was like, but why? He's like, well, it could be explaining some medical jargon to me about the whole prostate stuff. And I'm like, okay. So in my head, I'm like, I'm feeling like shit anyways. You know what I mean? I was like, my stomach was like fucking, tipsy turvy. And I was like, I just don't want like to feel like this anymore. So I was like, well, that's what we got to do. I mean,
How many knuckles?
Well, because he told me that he's like, well, secondly, since you have family history with a prostate exam, we're going to do it at 35 opposed to 40 because you have the track record in your family history. And I was like, okay, that I guess that checks out, right?
Yeah.
So nurse comes back in after he leaves, right? He comes back in, gives me the gown. She's like, yeah, take everything off. Just put the gown on, whatever. So I'm like, all right, put the gown on. I'm like sitting there, I'm like sitting there like, what the fuck why did I come here? I was like, I don't think this is gonna help. I'm thinking like, what is a prostate exam gonna do? Like it's so way out there in left field from my stomach. I'm thinking like, why is sticking a finger in my ass going to do something?
That's
right?
how far he's about to get in you.
So gown on, sitting there assless, you know what I mean? Sitting there in my chair. And then he walks in, right? He's like, all right, you ready for this? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, you ever had this done before? And I was like, no, I haven't. And I was like, bro, I'm like, no, I have not had a prostate exam done before. And he's like, okay. He's like, just starting to go. And he's like, I need you to stand up. I'm like, okay. And he's like, all right, you're gonna like turn around. You know what I mean? Like, oh, kind of like, do it here. He's like, turn around. You're like, put your arms here and bend over, right? And you know how those like medical chairs right there, they like kind of like fold up. So you got to fold it up a little bit so I could grab onto the chair. But like, mind you, I'm not full on like arch back because I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then so literally, he's like, all right, stand up, turn around, put your arms here. He's like, just relax your back a little bit, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So opens my gown up, like it was like his hands hit my lower back and like opened the gown up. So now my ass is exposed, right? Balls, dick dangling right there. Okay. So, and mind you, I'm like I'm looking like one of those white girls that can't arch her back. That's like, I'm looking like a fucking, camel like this.
Add that to the list. Guys shouldn't be good at that, right?
Yeah, guys should not be good at that. If you can arch your back and you're a dude, I'm judging you. But so he does that, right? And he's like, all right, hold on a second, I get the gloves. And I was like, the motherfucker didn't have gloves on yet, like to open my fucking gown. So I'm like, okay. So I'm standing there, and mind you, gets his gloves on, and then he gets back there, and he's like, all right, well, hold on a second, I got to get the lube. And I'm like, what the fuck? So my anticipation of standing there, it might have been like 2 minutes of this guy just fucking scurrying around, just looking at my fucking asshole, dude. Like, I don't know what he was doing. But I know you've seen that. I don't know if you've seen that Family Guy episode where Peter goes in and gets a prostate exam. Kind of the same scenario we got going on here. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, all right. And then he's like, lubes up. He's like, all right, it's gonna be a little bit cold. He's like, you ready? I was like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, oh, and then it happened, right? And I'm like, oh my God. It felt like, imagine getting a prostate exam is like taking a shit that isn't in you and you're putting it back in you. That's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm standing there. I'm like, oh, I felt sicker. I just felt like my shit got pushed into me. And I was like, like 32 years old. And I'm like, what the fuck? So
God.
Because then he's like, oh, actually, everything looks fine. And I'm still like standing there like this. I'm just like standing like kind of like turning my head like, what the fuck?
Eye contact? Like, you guys doing eye contact?
No, eye contact. I'm kind of like, is he done? Because like this is like his thumb's been in there or whatever. And mind you, his hands are like huge. He's got huge mechanic hands, dude. I'm talking
Andre
like
the Giant over here.
Yeah, I don't even know about that, but he was like a shorter guy, but his hands were so girthy. He had the girthiest fucking hands I've ever seen. And they were knuckly hands. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It was like all knuckle. So I'm sitting there, I'm just like thinking about that the whole time I'm in there, sitting down. I'm like, first thing I saw when this guy walked in was his fucking hands. And then of course I get a prostate exam, right? So he done with the prostate exam. I was like, all right, you stand up, you're good or whatever. So he like takes it off. He's like, everything looks pretty good. He's like, I don't think I have anything to worry about there. Da, da, da. He's like, but your stomach, he's like, we're going to give you this for that. And I was like, okay. And I'm sitting there, like, I'm standing there because I can't sit down, right? So he tells me all this, right? As he's walking out, this fucking guy walking out is like, I was like, oh, also there's some Kleenex and some wipes over there to clean yourself up with. Walks out, never see the guy again. I'm still standing there. He's like,
never calls you, never checks on
never put a note in my account or my medical history or anything, right? That I had a prostate exam.
Doesn't even work there.
I don't know. That's the whole thing. Because I'm standing there and the nurse walks back in and she's kind of hot. And I was like, okay, maybe she's my savior. And she's like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not okay. I'm like, she's like, what's going on? I was like, well, I just got a prostate exam. And she's like, what? He gave you a prostate exam? And I'm like, you didn't know? I was like, he didn't tell you why I'm getting the gown on. So I'm standing there like more of like, what the fuck? And I'm like not feeling good. So I was like, I felt like I got fucking raped, dude. I feel like Peter Griffin sitting there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. So I remember calling my buddies in a group chat. I called them and I was like, guys, you'll never believe what happened.
There are hotlines for this.
Yeah, dude. That's some trauma right there. So yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
And I'm thinking as I'm leaving, I'm like, okay, we have MRIs, we have CT scans to scan all of our insides, we have like ultrasounds, all this crazy shit, right? But to see my prostate, you still have to put a fucking finger in my ass. I don't understand the concept of that. What is the concept of that? And it's only dudes doing prostate exams. Have you ever had a female give you a prostate exam? I don't think so.
I've never had one, dude.
That's what I'm saying. So what the fuck's going on here? What the fuck is going on here?
Oh my God. Damn.
Yeah, this is something connected to the Catholic Church down at the Vatican. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
A random person with monster hands just gave you a prostate exam and never called, never entered your medical.
He was old though. He was old.
He needs to be stopped.
He was like 81, dude.
He's terrorizing the community. That's what he's doing.
He might have been doing that for fucking 40 years. I don't know.
Those hands I've seen a lot.
It was more the fact of like, yeah, the hand. I cannot unsee the hands, honestly. They were very specific looking hands. Like,
would you be able to point him out in a lineup?
No, I don't know. The hands maybe, but the face, I don't know. Because he had like glasses, then he took them off. I was like, damn, he looks weird. But yeah, I don't know. But I guess he had a grand time. He must have loved that shit, dude. Yeah.
Dude, oh my god. Doesn't even work there. Just shows up there in a
he worked
gown.
there because the nurse was even saying, like, oh yeah, he's like one of the oldest like doctors we have in this like this branch of whatever hospital it was. He's like been here since he's been here. I was like, okay. And I was just like, okay, like how much is it? Like how many assholes this guy penetrated, you know? Fuck.
I have nightmares about this guy.
No, I mean not anymore. Like,
Not
but it's
anymore.
just the fact that it was the fact that I was so much bigger than him because he was like 5'6", 5'5", maybe,
And
but he
just
had like
manhandled you.
And then I was just thinking, like, dude, was that even his fucking finger that went in there? Then I just started going down the as I'm leaving, I'm like, what the fuck?
Was he rubbing your back? Like, well, this
No, I was wondering. He might have put his hands on my shoulders. He was like, all right, we're about to start. And then I'm like, what the fuck?
Why are you already?
So anyways, out of all my friend group, I guess I was the first one to get a prostate exam. And yeah, it's a story to tell.
And you've been doing it yearly ever since.
So if anyone out there knows if any woman gives any prostate exams, let me know. Because she could give me a prostate exam. That's fine.
Right.
What's up with all these? Just the men do it. There's no girls out there that can give prostate exams.
That's fair. That's
like
fair.
I would have went as far as like I would have had a girl with a acrylic like nail on to give me a prostate exam than that guy.
Oh my god.
Like a sharp ass fucking like scratch me type shit,
We're supposed to do this at 40?
Yeah, apparently. But if you have family history of prostate issues, they do it earlier now. So allegedly to this guy, I did.
Supposedly.
I'm like, okay, you're so old school, but then all of a sudden you're so new school with this prostate exam shit. Like, what's his logic there? What's the guy's logic there?
I had to break the news to you. This guy does not work at the hospital.
Damn it. That's what I was thinking when I left. I was like, this motherfucker, they must have called him in off fucking retirement. This guy was just a fucking outpatient fucking hospice fucking nurse. He went in there, Googled some shit. They're like, hey, we can't fuck you up. We got an earpiece in there. I thought it was a prank. It felt like a fucking prank show. It literally felt like a prank show.
No.
So that was my story. Yeah. Digest that a little bit.
There's a hotline I'm going to give you after the show that you need to call.
I dealt with my demons.
No, because that's not okay.
My dog's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. And he's like, yeah, I'm
here for you, he knows the trauma you're carrying with you right now. That's why.
He's like, you're an idiot. I was like, yeah,
Just there's a random patient with dementia wearing a lab coat that's just going around giving out prostate exams. And I think that you have been victimized.
I was a victim. Yeah, definitely. But I think every guy I've talked to that's had a prostate exam has had the similar experience, honestly, where it's like you just feel like you got penetrated and it's not okay.
Dude, oh my god.
Like I just don't get it. Like, why are we putting fingers in asses still for prostate exams? Why can you not do something to scan my like middle section and see my fucking anal gland in there, right? My fucking G-spot or whatever. Make sure it's good. No fucking little like, cancerous fucking cyst on it or something like that. You can't scan that? You're telling me we cannot scan that? Dude, I could freaking talk on my watch, bro. I can James Bond this shit.
Right.
And you're telling me
out of all the tech.
My phone's a mini computer. I have like millions of photos on here and I have so much space. You're telling me that you guys can't just fucking, okay, no, you're good.
Scan you.
Yeah. So that's my beef with the medical industry.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, I get it. Some people are just purists though. They just really like, for the love of the game, they got to keep it old school, manual. You know what I mean?
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Oh,
next time I do a prostate exam, I'm gonna be like, I would rather be sedated.
How often you got to do them?
I just did it that one time.
Right, but you said the next time. But so do you got to do it again? Why would you do it again?
Well, you have to get it again when you're like in your 40s, just to check, right? Like that's what they say.
It's not a one and done. It's not an oil check and you're out.
As we get older, like our body's deteriorating pretty much, right? And we don't.
Oh my god.
A lot of guys have prostate issues. Like I know guys that stand at fucking urinals and they're just like standing there and they're just like, they're screaming because they're trying to fucking piss, and it's like all I hear is like, bloop, 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 like 3 drops. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, what are you going through? Like at first I thought like this guy has fucking like gonorrhea or something or chlamydia or something like that. But then I'm like, this guy's old. He probably has prostate problems. Where he can't fucking like he needs to pee, but he can't piss. And I was like,
right. There is always a loud like dragon breath going on when they're doing that. That's true. I didn't know that was all related to the prostate though.
The bodies is crazy. They still don't know what the they still don't know what the appendix is for. We don't know. Some evolution of us that was never evolution.
Oh my god, I can't believe you went through that. Oh,
I just thought, okay, so I was telling this story to a guest actually last week.
You were telling to some stranger?
No, I know the guy. No, I've known him for years. He's a guest, a regular at the casino. But I was telling the story, and then he rebutted my story with a similar story that went with his friend.
Yeah,
he went through. I'm close enough with him. Like I'm okay with announcing this to the public because I think this should be known of what had happened.
Spread awareness.
Like,
spread awareness.
Yeah, I think us guys need to get together and figure like we create some cool shit. We're men. We fucking create the coolest shit.
We need to be beyond this by now.
What's that?
We need to be beyond this by now. Manual checks.
Why are we still shoving a fucking thumb in our ass to get it checked out? That's not okay. I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt or some shit. Like, yeah, let's all get together. Let's make a Facebook group, sign a petition, something like that.
Non-profit or something.
Yeah. I need an explanation from a doctor, But if there's a woman doctor out there that wants to give me a prostate exam, I might be open to that. We might be open to that. Right. I don't know. But all I know is the feeling that I felt was like the worst feeling I felt in a long time.
The worst? I can't even imagine what would be worse than that. What would it be worse feeling than that?
Okay, it just felt a worse feeling than that is ingrown toenail. I had an ingrown toenail. That shit sucked.
I don't think I've ever had that. What does that feel like?
Oh my god! So check this out. Another story for you.
Oh,
ingrown toenail. My left big toe, right? Ingrown toenail. It gets infected. Okay, so the nail split and it was growing back into my skin. So it was like all fucking gross. Yeah, it was all gross, right? Go in, right? They're like, yeah, we got this specialist doctor. He's a young kid. He's new. This dude's like 25, right? He's 25. And I'm like, damn, he's young. They got doctors like this age now. That's crazy. He's like, all right. He's like, okay. He's like, oh, what's going on? I was like, yeah, look at my fucking toe, dude. It's like infected. Like, I was told to come here because you can get my ingrown toenail because I contacted my primary doctor about it.
Right.
So he's a young kid. He's got glasses. He's like, oh yeah, I got you, bro. Like that. He's got some swag to him.
He called you bro?
Yeah.
Your doctor called you bro?
I was fucking with him. Yeah, he had some swag to him.
High key?
He was like freshly in. He's like, I was like, damn, these doctors now, they got these fucking doctors that are like got some swag to them. Like, he's probably slaying the nurses, slaying them, dude. Because he was mixed. He had to be like white and like black or something like that. So he had this swag about him. I couldn't tell you. But anyways,
go ahead.
She's like, all right, well, I'm gonna get it out, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm thinking it's just gonna be like a simple thing. He's like, yeah, we're gonna numb you up, whatever, right? This motherfucker walks in with like the kit that they're gonna extract the nail in with my left big toe, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the needle is like fucking like this long, right? And I'm like,
this is to numb your toe?
Yeah, to numb my toe. And I'm like, okay, like they're only gonna put part of it in there, right? These motherfuckers, my toe, they go in long ways, right? They go in vertically this way. Like so. Imagine the needle going into my toe this way, and they kept going in till the motherfucker was like more than halfway in.
The fuck?
To numb your shit because it's like cortisone or whatever it is. So I go in, they numb my shit, and I'm like, it's the most painful fucking thing I ever had because my toe is already killing me.
Yeah,
they're going into that like infection.
Oh my god,
injecting it right. And I'm like, fuck, just get it out. I'm hitting the fucking thing. I'm like, dude, I'm like, come on, bro. And I'm just like,
you guys are just broing each other all this whole thing.
Broing each other up, dude. I'm like, and I'm like, whatever. This guy's torturing me.
Yeah.
They start digging into my thing. He's like, do you feel that? I was like, yeah, I feel everything. He's like, all right, we got to do it again from the other side. So they go in, dude. They go into like where you're like whatever this part is right here between your big toe and your other fucking toe.
Yeah, your little webs.
Yeah, your little web right there. He went in there and put that shit in deep.
Oh my god.
Like I felt the needle hit the bone, bro. And then he injected the cortisone. The worst pain I've ever had in my life.
That sounds bad. Okay. Dude. We need to get you out of the hospital. That's too much.
Yeah.
The thumb check and then that's crazy.
Well, I want to say the ingrown was way before the thumb check.
Damn, do they at least teach you how to cut your toenails after? Because that's what it is, right? Like,
I go once a month to get a pedicure. I just went this past Tuesday. I have a nail lady. She's super dope. I love her to death. So I go once a month to get a pedicure, just maintenance.
Ever since that?
Yeah, ever since that.
Wow.
I used to just do my own, but like when I was younger, I used to just sit there and play video games, and I like be like Indian style across, and I just pick at my toes. Like it was like an anxiety thing, you know. So I think like as I was younger, my toes grew like my toenails grew like crooked, you know. They grow like this, not instead of this. So it's like
okay. Damn, that poor nail lady.
What do you mean the nail lady? No, she's cool. No, she gets them out, bro. She fucks. She's cool. Shoulder lady. I don't fuck her or anything. That's weird, but she's super nice lady. Yeah, because I've been to the Asian parlors where you get like a massage while you're getting a fucking pedicure.
Oh, okay.
But they're always asking me like, "Are you married? Do you have wife? Do you have kids?"
Wait. What accent exactly?
I'm not gonna go fully there. I started to, then I pulled back. Then I pulled back.
You were there.
But anyways, you know who?
Yeah.
I said Asian parlor. I've always here getting it right. Like I'm not doing whatever. But
yeah, I was kind of
like
getting it.
But it's like anytime I go to those places, they're more interested in like finding me a wife there than they are fucking digging my ingrowns out. So it's like cool. You get the aesthetic of the spa treatment because they're like rubbing this fucking like mud on your legs. They're like fucking like buffing your shit or whatever, and they're talking to you like, "Oh, you need wife," and I'm like, "No, I'm fine. Like, just I have ingrown toenail. It hurts. Get it out." They're like, "Does that hurt?" And they're asking me, "Does that hurt?" I'm like, "Yeah, it hurts." And they keep doing it more.
Yeah.
So I found a lady that I was like, "Look, I'm paying you. Just get my ingrowns out." Whatever. So that's what she does, and that's all I need. I don't get no fucking gloss because I know some dudes that get gloss on their fucking toes. If you get a pedicure or a manicure, yeah, don't do that. Okay,
add that to the list.
That's all. Add that to the list.
Add that to the list.
Pedicure,
okay, but the gloss is taking it too far.
Yeah, the gloss. Yeah, the maintenance is fine. I think taking care of your hygiene is very important.
Okay,
and like I get ingrowns a lot because I played sports all my life, so yeah, I don't have like LeBron looking feet, but my feet are kind of fucked, like my toenails at least. So they're not ugly or anything. I have big ass feet too. I wear size 16, so it's like it's just funny seeing someone hold my foot trying to get a fucking shit out. So
wait, what'd you say? Size what?
Size 16.
You have a size 16 shoe?
Yeah.
Bro, what the
yeah, bro, let me grab one of my shoes. Hold on.
No. I believe you. I don't need to see the shoe. Oh, okay. You know what? On camera, I wish it was more impressive, but on camera, none of us could tell what size shoe.
I have a big ass head. Look at this thing. Hello?
That could be a 10. None of us would know.
Dude. No, it's not. It's not, bro. 16, bro.
Where do you buy those?
Oh, I'm trying to camera center it.
Yeah, we can't see that. But where would you even buy those?
This is my water jug. This is a gallon water jug. Right here.
Okay.
This is my shoe. It's a big ass shoe, bro. It's a big ass shoe.
Bro.
Online.
Who the fuck? So how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
With a size 16 shoe.
When I was 15, I wore size 15.
7-footers in the NBA wear size 16 shoes.
So funny story about that is
so
I was a C-section baby.
Yeah.
And why I was a C-section baby was because my feet got tangled in my mother. So it's pretty funny. I swear to God, I swear to God, I can't make this up. I swear to God. I swear.
What the hell?
Oh, my mother. You can ask her. I'll call her right now.
God. Woo! All right. Oh, God. Oh,
as you were saying, things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. The way life happens, it happens.
Shit.
Oh, yep.
I was not ready for that one. Oh, God. Someone's fucking tangled in there.
Did you really fall out of your chair right now?
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. I threw myself out of the chair. Oh, shit. That was funny. Oh.
That's facts. Hey, that happened, though. That really happened. I called my mother. I call my mother right now. She'll tell you.
You know, I think you should do it. Not just playing. Just playing. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your foot got
That's my life.
stuck in your mom? That's how big your feet are?
Well, like when I was a baby, that I was a C-section baby because my feet got tangled in my mom, like her, like, inside something. So and it's just funny because like as I was growing up,
Yeah.
I had big ass feet, and then my mom like told me, as I'm getting older, she's like, you're a C-section baby. She's like, so as I'm like in high school, I wanted shoes, right? And I would have to buy them off like East Bay because they had bigger sizes.
All right. Yeah.
And then like I just remember like every year I felt bad for my mom because she kept having to buy me shoes. It was so annoying.
They had big sizes on East Bay though.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the frequency of her buying me shoes from like the age 13 to like the age like 17, like it's really sucked for my mom. So shout out to my mom spending all the money on shoes. I remember I got the all black T Max because they had my size. I bought some of those way back in the day.
Of course they did. Who the fuck is buying them?
Bro, those things
those.
The all black T Max that I had, bro, those things probably weighed like fucking 10 pounds. I never rolled my ankles so much in basketball shoes in my life.
Dude.
They weighed so much. I remember like my vertical went down like 4 inches with those. It was like wearing ankle weights.
I'm like crazy. What, 6'3", 6'4", and I wear a 13.
Yeah, you're only like 2-3 sizes off. As
only,
yeah,
it's hard enough to find 13s.
Well, you're like a prime. Yeah, well, it's hard to find my size.
You're like, you're a good size.
Yeah, especially Jordans, man. Like if they go live on the Sneakers app and I go to buy shoes and they're my size, like sometimes I just have to get a 15. I'm like, fucking, fuck it. But lately I've been buying 15s because sometimes they run bigger, so I get lucky. But I just check, so it just really depends.
I'm trying to think. So what? Oh, you're allowed to wear athletic shoes at work.
Yeah, I bought some Hokas for work.
Got it.
Some dad shoes. So
hey, but they're comfy.
Honestly, the pair I have right now, I put these insoles in them, and I put these little things in the back, like these like heel grabber things that don't wear the back. I've been wearing my work shoes I've had, my Hokas, for about almost 3 years, and they're still peak.
Nice.
Yeah, best purchase I've had, $150. I mean, speak for themselves,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Really good quality. So I've always used to go with their work shoes a lot, but the Hokas that I have are nice.
If they make them in your size, goddamn, good for them.
They do. Yeah, they do. I thought you knew this about me. I thought I told you this one time.
I have never looked at your feet or have noticed if whatever, you know what I mean?
I'll be walking through a casino and someone will stop me like, "You have big ass feet." I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And they're like, "What size do you wear?" I'm like, 16.
You better tip your foot lady a lot of money.
I do.
That's a whole lot of foot.
I do. Yeah, I do. Trust me, I do. Yeah.
You're all just Rolodexing how much money you've spent so far on them.
What, on pedicures?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it pays for itself. I don't have to go back in and get a fucking 8-inch needle shoved into my toe. That shit sucked, dude. And the crazy thing about that was he really didn't even do a good job like getting that ingrown toenail out. It was more of just like he cut it out, but like it still grew fucked up. So when I went in with my nail lady, the first time I remember I was like, because she was through with like a family friend, and I was like telling her, I was like, yeah, this is my story. That's why I'm coming here. Because I was like, as a guy, as a man, I was like, I'm going to get a pedicure. I'm like, is this okay to do? Like,
yeah.
There's no rule as a man. Like, are you allowed to do this as a man? Because like girls do this all the time.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like telling her like, yeah, like this is what happened. This is why I'm here. So I let it be known to her, like, this is why I'm coming, because I had ingrown toenails.
Not because you like the pedicure.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much. If I didn't get ingrown toenails, sometimes I would not go probably get a pedicure. I would just clip myself, like maintain or whatever.
Wait, so what do you do then if you don't gloss it? What are the options?
Gloss?
I've never been. What other options do you get? You get a clear coat?
She's never. Yeah. Well, apparently some guys I know, they get these clear coat on there.
What does it do?
It's like a shine. It's just supposed to like be healthy for the nail.
Aesthetics.
It's like, yeah, but I'm like, it just makes them like shine, like, right? It makes them look like healthy, I guess. But I was like, I would never get that. It just depends. Certain cultures do it. I'm not sure. I'm sure some guys do it, but I don't do it.
Yeah.
I go in, literally, she soaks my feet, literally gets my ingrowns out. We talk, whatever. Then she hits my foot with some lotion and then massages my whole leg and my foot. And then does the next one. And then we're out. And I pay her already. And so that's nice.
Nice. No happy ending. None of that stuff.
No, it's not like that. It's just like a hole in the wall place, just me and her.
Well, usually those are hole in the wall places. So I was asking.
No, but yeah, no happy ending. Definitely not. No,
Okay.
definitely not. No. She's like my mom. Can't do that. Can't do that.
What's her name? Where's she from?
Her name is Nikki. She's from Lakeside.
Okay. Yeah.
She's great. She's great.
Right.
She hooks it up.
She doesn't try to hook you up with one of her daughters or anything like that.
I'm sure she's known. I've told her about all my dating experiences. She knows about all this crazy shit. Not the extent that I told you earlier, but like some other things that are relevant to like her and I. And there was one time there was because a hairdresser inside that salon.
Mm-hmm.
One time she was like coming on like hard, bro. I sit down, like, I'm tall. Like, obviously they probably don't see a lot of men coming in there, right? Unless like it's a mom with like their sons or whatever,
Sure.
But I get down, I sit down, and then I could just see it when I walked in. This girl was just like fucking starstruck, just like long hair, tattoos, like what the fuck, like tall guy, you know what I mean? I'm just like, all right.
Size 16 foot.
Sitting there, and I just feel like there's a fucking like laser beam like on the back of my head. And like I could see my nail lady just kind of looking over, like eyeing, and I'm just like, whatever. This hairdresser comes over around the fucking thing, right? And she sits down right next to my pedicure lady, and she's like, "Hey, so like, where are you from? What do you do? Do you have kids?" Blah blah. Hits you with the fucking rundown.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, bro, I think I hit the gym prior, and I was just like, yeah, no kids. I was like, I am 35 or whatever, how old I was at the time. This might have been a couple of years ago. I was like, I'm this age, no kids. She's like, I feel like I've seen you before. I was like, maybe. I was like, you look familiar a little bit, maybe in passing. I used to live in this area, like, a couple years ago. I was like, maybe you saw me or something. I don't know. And then I was just like that. But then I was just like, yeah. And then like I left and I text my nail lady and I was like, hey, she looked really familiar, but like, was that weird or was that weird? She's like, yeah. She's like, I think she likes you. And I was like, okay. She's like, you're not interested though, right? And I was like, no, because my nail lady knew. So I was just like, yeah, I was just like, she seemed like a nice lady, but she had a kid and like, tons of trauma, it looked like. And I was just like, stay away, like.
So you could have if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but it would have been more of like a, smash and dash situation, probably.
No, you get a hookup deal.
Yeah. With my hair, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
No.
No.
My whole thing was I thought about the shit where you eat type thing. And I was like, this is an establishment I like to come to because my nail lady's cool. I don't want to like start fucking around with some girl that's in here and then it becomes bad business for her because she brings in clients. And then I don't want that to be like a bad rapport. So I was trying to protect my nail lady at the time too, to like make sure that like nothing bad would happen. Like and then plus I was just not attracted to the girl. Like she seemed sweet and nice, but
fair.
Like,
Damn. So what you do your feet? Do you do your hands?
No, I don't do my hands. It's all natural, baby. All natural, baby.
Your hair? What about hair? You got long hair. What do you do with that?
Wash it.
No salon, none of that?
No, I don't do the salon, man. No, I got the long hair. I just I brush it. Not enough, but I got my routines. I wear this bonnet at night. Wear this bonnet right here. I got this bonnet, bro.
You just got this box of fucking props. What exactly do you have over there?
I got my eye mask right here. You know what I mean? What else I got in here? I got some duct tape. We don't want to get fucking freaky. You know what I mean?
What is that?
It's my duct tape. Oh, I actually have these. I should probably put these on.
No, hold on. What duct tape? What do you use duct tape for?
This is packing tape because when I moved, it's pretty good tape. It's not like duct tape or anything like that. But yeah, I should probably start wearing these on the show. It's more of a vibe.
You probably need a different name if you're gonna wear those.
Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't fit
It doesn't fit me now.
Doesn't fit Critical, the philosophical thinker. Advice.
You can't see my eyes, can you? I think this guy's onto something that's in my gym that's wearing these.
You're gonna start wearing them to the gym?
No, I'm not that guy. Not that guy, pal.
You could, you could be. Let the hair down. I think you're exactly that guy.
Well, I could probably crossplay fucking Macho Man with these on though.
You should wear those shoes with the finger toes in them. You ever thought about that?
No, I have not thought about that. Hold on. Let me put this down. Yeah, now I'm looking. Now it's more. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, this guy needs a name.
Woo!
Yeah. What's the name of this guy right here?
Yeah, the penetrator. How about that?
Peanut butter falcon.
This says whatever. When you post this, you have to have this as the thumbnail.
All right, you want that as part of the thumbnail?
When we talk about like the crazy stuff, like the conspiracy stuff, we have to be wearing something weird. We have to have like something weird on. Like I'll be wearing these. You can, I want to get a Wayne's World hat, just a classic Wayne's World hat. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah. So those are things I was thinking about. So
okay, yeah. I like that penetrator or peanut butter penetrator.
So I have this crazy theory. Now that we're talking, I don't know if this is going too long, but
no, go ahead.
Get off.
We're just getting good.
So I was talking to some people about like dating someone, right?
Yeah.
And
because who wouldn't want to date the penetrator?
I'm not saying I would do this, but I'm just saying this thought came in my head. So a buddy of mine, we're out, right? Girl walks by, heavier set chick, right? He's like, "Oh, this one's actually not that bad." And I'm like looking at her, I'm like, "Dude, she's an Oompa Loompa, dude. Like, but she's like big, you know what I mean? Like, He's like, "Yeah, but she has a really pretty face." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, like I like a good face or whatever." I was like, she can work out, whatever, Then it clicks in my head. I told him, I'm not interested in it, but I was like, what you could do was say she's sleeping at night, you start dating her, start hitting her with that Ozempic in the middle of the night. She doesn't know about her, hidden from the back. And then she's like, "Babe," she's probably like, "Babe, I'm losing so much weight. I'm doing good. I'm on like working out. I'm on a diet, losing a fuck ton of weight, right?" And then say it goes to shit, she gets off of it, then it's gonna be all back again. So it's kind of like
thought
I had
injecting.
I wonder if someone ever did that to a woman or any like person like in a relationship. Like just subtly started giving them shit to like help them lose weight,
injecting them with
injecting them like say you're hitting from the back doggy style and you're fucking hitting with Ozempic real quick.
You don't think they would notice?
The needles they have nowadays are like fucking thinner than my hair, bro. Like,
damn. Or maybe not with the penetrator. They'd be like noticing something different.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That's a good one. That's fair. That
was a crazy thought I had. That's just crazy thoughts.
No,
I would never do that, but I'm like, someone probably
the Oompa Loompa part or the
I've done Oompa Loompas, bro, for sure.
Yeah.
The worst I've ever done, 100%, was this chick. This is like, fuck. I want to say this is like post-COVID. So like,
I just your glasses are okay, go ahead.
Anyways, this chick, right? She's taller, right? I'm thinking like she's like, oh, I'm like tall. I'm like, okay, cool. Like how tall? She's like, oh, I'm like 6 foot. I'm like, okay, I'm like 6'4". That's cool, whatever. This is post-COVID, right?
Yeah.
So it's like right after everything's kind of getting lifted. So like it's okay to have people over. So I am I invite her over. First time ever meeting her, right? I'm just like horny at this point, pretty much, because like it's been like ever long. I wasn't like active or anything like that. This girl shows up, right? Walk out where I lived at the time. There was like the parking area where we parked, like our driveway. It went down at a slope. I walk out, I see her. I'm like, fuck.
Wait, she's 6 foot?
She's 6 foot, but dude, it's a big 6 foot. Like I'm talking 6 foot, like 350, dude. She's looking like she's blocking out there for fucking Patrick Mahomes,
dude. All right.
And I'm like, fuck, because the pictures she sent me of herself were like not like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like thinking, looking back at it, it was all pictures of like her, like with the angle. She hit the angles perfectly, and I was like, damn.
Dude, those angles can hit.
Dude, but I'm talking, dude, she had a fupa, bro. Like I've never seen
the angle. You avoid all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, that was awkward, man. Because I had to like figure out, because she's at my house, obviously, and I have to figure out like how to get out of this situation.
So what did Penetrator do? How does Penetrator get out of this?
Dude, I was nice, right? I told her we watch a movie and like hang out. That was the whole plan. That's what we did. But I could not. Yeah, she was trying stuff, and I was just like
what? What is it? What does it look like when a girl
like
that's
it's like it's like,
because if she really wanted to, she would just get it from you. If she really wanted to.
This is something right here. She's trying to grab it. Like she's like, like that's my leg. You know what I mean? She's going like this, all this shit, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there like fucking thinking of like my grandma fucking playing badminton or something.
That's weird. Very weird.
Well, I'm trying not to think about trying to get turned on because this chick is a left tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh,
I can't do it.
Shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I gotta get out. Like I'm thinking, how do I get out of this situation? How do I get out of this situation? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just like I'm laying there and I'm like, fuck, okay, the movie's gonna end. Movie ends. She's like, oh, we're gonna watch another one. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, and I was like, no, honestly, I was like, I'm actually not feeling good.
Double
So
feature.
I copped out with the whole, oh, I got the shits route, which is like a good cop out. Because it kind of turns them off, you know.
And you wanted the finger.
I didn't want the finger. Didn't want the finger at all. Definitely not. But yeah.
Oh my god!
I tell you, I got some crazy stories, man, about dating and just hospitals, I guess.
Yeah, you got some. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought the penetrator was gonna seal the deal with this one.
That's why they call they call me Crazy Kyle. You know?
Oh, that's also what they call me.
Crazy Kyle. Yeah. Or people would just say, "Oh, that's just Kyle." I'm like, I said some Atlanta shit. Like I'll speak my mind. I'm very honest. I'll be true to it. I'll be genuine. But I joke around a lot. So that's just who I am. You know. Yeah.
Is that the last bit of your box of props? Is that all you have right there?
I mean, I got masks. I got my like screen masks and stuff, but I got the fucking black masks or the black phone mask. But yeah, I have
what
other
black
stuff
phone?
in it.
Oh, the movie, the black phone movie.
It's like a Batman style though. It's like 2 parts, and it's like latex. So I have the mouth I could just wear, or I just have the Batman cowl that I could just wear.
Okay. Wait, okay. So what do you do with these masks? Why do you have so many of them?
So my plan was, right?
A plan. Okay.
My plan was in my room. I have all my stuff. I have my wall. I got horror shit on there. I got like The Shining, all this stuff, right? I kind of want to do it like how you have in the back right there. You got your Jason mask. So I have my Jason mask. I got my Jason mask here.
Yours is like bedazzled.
It's a gold one.
Yeah.
I was like, I started going with a gold theme. I don't know why. I just was like, gold looks expensive or some shit. I don't know. Sure. So it was just like one of those things where I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this. So I started buying the masks. I want to just start hanging them up around my room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then girls are kind of like, I kind of like that. And I was like, shit. Have I used one yet? Nope.
I was about to ask. So what'd you do with these things?
I've had these masks like however long, and they've just been sitting here collecting dust. I wore one on my stream one time because I was playing 2K with my Jason mask on, dude.
I did see that. Interesting strategy. I liked it.
I cleaned the mask right. Next day, bro, I had like the worst fucking nose zit right here, dude.
From the mask?
Like, from the mask, I think. Yeah, because my nose is kind of big. I got a big schnoz, dude. So it's like, but one of those like pimples like on your nose, it's like under the skin. It's like that shit just hurts.
Yeah.
I had one like it was like one here and one here, and I was like, fuck, never wearing that mask again.
So were the masks supposed to be to attract the girls, or is this just
No, the masks were for me, for just my personal like collection of just having masks.
Oh, okay.
Then I realized there's a whole kink community out there that's like, yeah, masks are fucking sexy. It's like, okay.
Like the furry stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
That's not even. The furry stuff's like some weird shit. I don't know.
Too far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know with the furry stuff. I've never experienced any of that. But all I know is I posted a picture with a mask on one time, and then I just get a flood of DMs of girls like, oh, I bend me over and like pound me in that mask. I was like,
with
sure.
The Jason one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have I? No, I haven't actually.
I'm a little disappointed that you haven't.
Well, I kind of, I'm more mature now. I went through some trauma. There's a lot of peanut butter and stuff like that. Bunch of left tackles.
Knuckle sandwiches.
Yeah, knuckle sandwiches. Yeah.
That's rough.
You go through, yeah. It's been tough out here, but I'm still chipper about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still. Roll a ball out. I'm still ready to ball. All right. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's good. I think. What is it? When we do these horror conventions, when we're venturing off, we're gonna have to explore this mask kink for you. We're about to find someone for you.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I mean, I've had people like try to set me up. I have like, some homies like, oh, come to my gym. There's a girl there, perfect for you. All tatted, loves like always wearing scary shit. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not trying to go to a gym. When I go to a gym, I don't go to like talk to girls. Like I know some people do, but I'm in there strictly business.
Right.
Like my health is very important to me, and I need to like focus on that. I'm not in there to conversate.
You're not trying to be the penetrator while you're there.
But on the hindsight of that, I have some crazy questions in my head that I love to ask people just to see how they respond.
Like,
so like, I don't know, the whole like, all right. So for example, when my buddies are stressed out or whatever it may be, like people that I'm comfortable with, they're like stressed out about life or whatever's going on in their life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, how many times you jack off a day? You know what I mean? We go from there, and
Just rookie numbers trying to find
it's
out.
kind of yeah, it's kind of like a Wolf of Wall Street situation, you know,
Ah.
where it's like you gotta get those numbers up. You know what I mean?
Do they answer seriously, or they're just fucking around and just kind of
Some people,
go with
it
the program?
depends, you know. Like people will be like, "Why would you ask me that?" And I'm like, "Well, because it's like a legit thing. Like sometimes you just need to go fucking let one off, you know, like chill out a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's equivalent of like eating a Snickers bar, you know, like
The Snickers. What do you mean eating a Snickers bar?
I'm just saying, like you blow a load is like the equivalent of us, like you know how like girls will be like all bitchy and like, oh, here's a Snickers or whatever.
Ah,
It's like, oh, go blow a load, let me go chill. You know what I mean?
right,
So yeah,
right. I see that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
It's a theory. It's a theory. This is my zany shit, but yeah.
a tested,
So
well-tested theory.
yeah, there's a lot of yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, you know, I haven't been with anyone in a while, so it's just like I'm just at peace, you know. So
Gooner Central.
you know the crazy thing, I've been taking all these supplements lately, like just like not like that, but I'm saying like just vitamin multivitamins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not craving sugar anymore, dude. I used to eat like a lot of Ben and Jerry's. Like I
Mm,
don't know if you have a favorite Ben and Jerry's flavor, but dude, I was on this trend of fuck. I'm going every week. I'm trying new Ben and Jerry's flavors, see which one I like the most.
okay. Which
So I
one
don't know
did
if you
you
have
end up landing on?
so I think the Tonight Dough is my favorite still.
I don't think I've tried that one.
Bro, fire. It's like cookie swirl with like vanilla ice cream with peanut butter cookie dough and fucking chocolate chip cookie dough. Oh my god, it's amazing. And there's like oh, it's so good.
I'm
The
basic. I like the Garcia one, the cherry one.
I was gonna say I don't know how I feel about that one
Yeah, I'm a
because
basic with that one.
I like the chunky monkey too. The
Oh, that's
chunky
good.
monkey is pretty. Yeah,
I like that one.
that one kind of surprised me. That's a sleeper right there.
Yeah, I get down with that.
I just ate the gimme s'mores right before the podcast because I had a little bit left, and I have 2 more in there. So I mean, I still eat them every now and then, but like
I'll say what happened.
well, no, I was saying like I want to eat it because there was like a little bit left in this thing.
Yeah.
And I was gonna eat it because I was like I haven't had sugar in a while. I was like, let me have this. It's
What
like,
is the supplement that you're taking that's like taking away that craving? You think?
I don't know. So I'm taking Shilajit, ashwagandha, vitamin D. I'm taking a multivitamin, and then I'm taking B12, and then a biotin gummy. So I don't know if it's the multivitamin because they're like horse pills, dude. I mean, I posted a thing on my Instagram and my page about all the supplements I'm taking because weirdly enough, like whenever I'm posting stuff about working out and stuff like that, people are like, "Hey, what is like the protein you're taking? What's all this stuff you're taking?"
Yeah.
And I'll just like no, so it's like I'll send them a video, but like, all right, this is like my protein I'm taking. I'm taking it could be the collagen peptides I started taking, which is supposed to be good for your gut health. I don't know if that's like something that takes away cravings or anything like that.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think ashwagandha. I thought, or some of those, or maybe I'm thinking of the. You know how they have those goalie gummies that have the apple cider vinegar and all that shit.
I don't do the gummies. The only gummy I do is the biotin one, but I'm getting more. I'm trying the gummies more.
Okay, keep that hair luscious.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm grateful for it.
Hey, you should do it. I can't do it, so I mean, someone's got to do it.
To do it, yeah. I know. I just saw something like I guess calling someone bald now, like is like sexual harassment. Apparently, is a thing.
Apparently, yeah, I saw that.
You're bald. Like you can't make fun of people that bald anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how that became a thing, but I mean, I think it's a brotherhood. It's a bald brotherhood.
I'm just wondering why LeBron hasn't shaved his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a weird one because he looks bald from far away already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a little ridiculous zooming up close to see that there's some sort of resemblance of like a reverse fade from the crown to the front. You know what I mean? Like it's a little odd.
Yeah.
I say just
how about this?
Embrace
thing
it.
Is a guy should never do. Never hit the Carlos Boozer on your fucking head.
The spray paint.
Okay. Never
the lineup in the spray paint.
Don't do the lineup on the beard or anything like that.
He owned it though.
Boozer.
If you're gonna do it, at least own it.
I like Boozer. I like Carlos Boozer's game a lot.
Yeah. Or what about your boy Jaylen Brown? His shit was rubbing off on other people's jerseys.
I saw that. I was clowning him for that, man.
He needs to just let it go.
That's on his barber though. I think his barber did that, and he didn't know. Maybe I don't know.
Honestly, that's when
fresh lineup.
When I got offered that one time, that was the last time that I went to a barber. He hit me up. He hit me with the little sports card that gives you the little fucking corner, right? The lineup.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, "Yummy, hit some of the top right there," and I was just like, "No, I think I'm good. It was nice knowing you." You know what I mean? Like it was one of those. And went home, shaved that shit, walked into work, and just fucking acted like nothing happened.
I mean, we were security there, so it's like I used to get my haircut every 2 weeks, by Jose, who, love
Oh,
Jose.
okay.
He would cut my hair every 2 weeks. But then COVID happened, so I just kept growing it out because I grew the top out long first, and I kept cutting the sides. So he kept cutting my sides, kept the top long, and then we just got it long.
Was that the first time you let it just?
This is the first time I ever had my
Jesus
hair
out?
long. Yeah. I let my hair down looking like Jesus.
I like it.
So yeah, now it's long. I just think it suits me, you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
just part of who I am. And I do feel like there's something with like the Native American aspect of like people do say when your hair is long, you're more in touch with like your roots and your like your soul and stuff like that. It's just like kind of spiritual type stuff.
Damn, so we're soulless over here on the bald side.
No, I don't think so. Monks are bald, bro. And monks are very,
Yeah.
wise, man. Like I honestly thought about I really like the monk culture. So I thought about honestly like
becoming
buzzing it and hitting a freaking, becoming a monk. I did think about that.
There's no way.
I was thinking about I thought about it. I did.
Like you thought about it, or like you looked into it, thought about it?
I looked into it, thought about it, and then I was like, should I do it? And then I was
Are you allowed to do it?
I think anyone could do it.
Really?
Just walk in there and be like, look, I'm lost.
Just apply, like
I'm lost, let me do the like whatever I gotta do, the trials, have me walk on hot coals or some shit.
Is that
like,
part of like the ritual to get in? Like what's what are the dues you pay? Like what is this?
I don't know. There's probably some what happens in Beverly Hills Ninja when he becomes a ninja? That's what I think a monk has to do. Ever seen that movie?
I have,
at the beginning when he's like doing the training and they're doing some crazy shit and he's just like way behind,
yeah,
that's what I think.
I think about like the bracelets, like you would have to pass those out type shit. You know what I mean?
Bracelets.
You never been to like a tourist spot where they got the bracelets where they put them on you and shit like that to like.
But that's not like that's not the real monk shit though. That's like some fake monk shit.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know. They wear the same uniform. I don't know.
It's a tourist spot, so I feel like it's just they're tourists.
They're wearing the uniform, so I respect it.
Yeah, well, I can go out and buy a military uniform, stand on the fucking side of the road with the sign saying "fucking military veteran homeless." You know what I mean? And probably make fucking more money than
you do. Look like Lieutenant.
It's fucked up. You're not the first person to say that. You're not the first person to say that.
That's a fire Halloween costume. If you put the glitter and confetti in your hair and just sit on a chair.
I think we'll have to do that for a podcast.
I think that's perfect.
I'll buy the props.
I think you should.
I'll even fucking wheel around myself in like a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah, you should. I think that.
Hold on, let me get over here.
Yeah, with the fucking confetti in your hair.
I'll get some metal legs too. I do that. I love that movie. I've watched that movie so many times. I think that's a movie I could quote literally like start to finish.
It's up there. I think a lot of people have that as their all-time most watched movie.
I think I've watched that movie the most though, like out of anyone. I swear to God, bro. That movie and a movie called Sidekicks with Chuck Norris. I've watched those two movies like thousands of times.
I've seen that.
I'm glad you've seen. Not a lot of people have seen that. My sisters hate that movie because I watch it so much.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I have seen that.
No.
I'm not surprised you've seen that. I feel like you've had.
Why are you not surprised? I have.
I don't know. Like you seem like you ever see Surf Ninja?
Oh, that's my shit. I watched that a lot too.
Of course it is.
Oh God, it's a great movie. That's a great movie.
That's a great film.
It's a great film. It's a great film.
Good cinema right there. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, that's the. It's funny how those two movies like go together. I guess.
I think they do. Yeah.
You could watch the movies back to back, and it's very similar.
What about Three Ninjas?
Three Ninjas. I definitely saw Three Ninjas.
All of them.
Yeah.
That's good. I can see that. That's a good one.
Those are ones I actually want to revisit because I haven't watched those in a long time.
We should do a rewatchable.
We should.
Right? Like we can watch it and then play it, and people can watch it with us as we.
Well, I have my Discord channel where I have like Terror Tuesdays. So I used to do terror, like a horror themed Tuesday movie night, right? And I just have people join in.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll send you the link. I used to do that every Tuesday. I want to get back into it because we fell off. But
yeah,
we did a bonfire the other day. So we watched The Descent. We watched 13 Ghosts. And then 13 Ghosts is goated, dude.
That's a good one.
Movie. And then we watched The Void. Have you seen The Void?
I don't think I have. No.
I fucking love The Void. One of my favorite cosmic horror movies. It's about this cop finds this guy on the side of the road, goes to the hospital because he's all fucked up, and then it just goes from there. And it's just bizarre like stuff. Highly recommend that movie if you haven't seen it. It's one of my favorite cosmic horror movies ever.
Cosmic horror movies? I mean space?
Yeah, I would say like H.P. Lovecraft, like Cthulhu type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
okay. Yeah,
that
that's really good.
aspect of things. You know what I mean? So, which is my favorite kind of like shit because The Thing is my favorite movie of all time. So there's a lot of.
What's the last best horror movie you think that came out? Did we already talk about that?
I don't think so. Long Legs is really good. I like Long
Oh
Legs.
yeah, Long Legs was really
Long
good.
Legs was a banger. Yeah,
I messed with Long Legs. Yeah, that was Nicolas Cage, right?
Yep, Nick Cage. Yep.
Yeah, that makeup they had on him was really good. You didn't mess with what was the one where they're running? Where they're running all weird?
Oh, Weapons. Weapons is great.
Weapons. You liked Weapons?
I don't think that's really horror though. It's more of like a mystery thriller to me. You know,
interesting
with like horror elements. Right?
So what's the
great fucking movie though? Great. I love that movie actually because I love witch movies. Any witch movie, sign me up because I'm like I'm a warlock myself. So it's like,
where's your hat? Put on the hat. Go ahead,
dude. I'm actually gonna order some. I'm gonna order some shit after this day.
Yeah, Gandalf would be great for you actually. Now that we say that, you would do a really good young like Gandalf. I think.
I can see that. I'm going white though, dude. I'm getting some grays in here, man. Like it's weird. I got like because I have the Bride of Frankenstein tattooed on me right here, right? I'm kind of getting that. I'm kind of getting that like streak of white in both sides of my hair.
Right.
And then I was thinking, I was like, did I get electrocuted somewhere? Like at one point, I did at the casino one time. Opened the machine to fix it. Right.
Electrocuted.
There was a loose wire on hitting the fucking metal part where the door opens.
Yeah.
I opened the door to hit it. Right. I get locked to this machine, like fucking shaking.
No way, like legit. You got electrocuted.
Legit, I got electrocuted. Yeah, my thumb was all like my finger right here was all black because I got burned.
What?
And then a week later, a girl I work with, same thing happened to her. So they took that machine out. Same machine, yeah. Because I told the tech about it, but apparently he didn't do anything about it. I guess the wire came loose, but that was crazy. I felt like Marv in Home Alone. I was just like, you know what I mean?
What
like,
the heck? Do you do the change? Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah. Pay jackpots, give change, walk around, help people, you know, clean shit.
But you got to open up the machines.
Yeah, we fix machines. You know, do it all. We're a jack of all trades.
I believe it. No, yeah, that's one of the good jobs for sure at the casino.
It's super fun. Like honestly, I love it.
Just free roaming and just mingling. That's perfect.
Like I said, the best part about it is walking around talking to everyone.
Yeah,
just like vibing with everyone and just meeting different people because they have buses that come in all the time from like different places, and it's like you're just meet people from LA and you're like people wearing like Lakers stuff, so we just talk like sports. It's just cool connecting with like random people because I have a guy that comes in. Actually, he's a regular. He comes in. He's like we're about the same age probably. Cool dude. He's a Raiders fan and Lakers fan. So we're always talking. He's always wearing his Lakers stuff, but he's always hitting me about the Lakers stuff because he's trying to make me a Lakers fan so hard.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, we got Luka though. And I'm just like, yeah. I was like, I know he's great. I love Luka, and I'm just like I'm hesitant because I'm like,
iconic moments.
Iconic moments, yeah.
You gotta just tell him that.
I could. I should hit him with a link, like, hey, follow this. You might want
to. You don't or you've been there for a minute now. You don't have the weekends off yet, or you're not trying to?
I've had every schedule in that damn place since I was security. And honestly, the schedule I have now I like the most. It's Tuesday, Wednesday off. I'm 5 to 1, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. the other days. And then I have Tuesday, Wednesday off. So my thing I had Sunday, Monday, which you would think would be prime days to have off.
Those are my favorite, yeah.
Yeah, so they were my favorite, right? But once my medical stuff started happening, right, I had to start scheduling all my appointments on Mondays.
Yeah.
And do you know what Monday is?
No.
It's when all the old people are fucking out driving and waiting for their appointments. They do everything on Monday.
Oh, really?
So, dude, I'm very time efficient, man. But
well, Friday, Saturday.
I've had Friday, Saturday. I don't party like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't like when I go somewhere, I don't want to like go to get food, not to wait fucking an hour and 30 minutes to get seated. I go on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, I go somewhere, I'm like VIP walking in that bitch.
Right.
So I walk in, it's like, fuck, there's no one here. I'm like, I wonder why. Oh, it's fucking Tuesday. That's why.
That's fair. So, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I like that schedule. I mean, I know I'm getting old and I'm getting senile, but yeah, it's just something about a lot of elderly at the hospital. I just have beef with hospitals, man.
I noticed.
Yeah, I've been, dude. What's up there? Yeah, I've been through the ringer with all that stuff. So,
damn. All right, yeah. What you doing? Jerking someone off right there? What is
No,
that?
my dog, bro. Look,
Oh, okay, got you.
shout out to Barry. Shout out to Barry. There's Barry. He
Nice.
probably wants to go outside. Yeah, he's chilling. But yeah,
Yeah,
there's my horror movie wall right there, or whatever.
fire. All right, yeah. Well, fuck. This has been great. Arguably the second half much greater than the first.
Well, I could if you want me to be more like this, I can, dude. We can be more
Yeah,
zany.
just do whatever you want. You know, this was you know.
I'm a fun guy. I'm like Kawhi. I'm a fun guy.
You're way funner than Kawhi.
Yeah.
You probably got the same fucking
You see-
feet as Kawhi.
You see what happened yesterday though with the whole fight thing after the game? That shit was hilarious.
Something like, oh look, they're fighting, or something.
Yeah,
like
he's
that,
like,
right?
oh look, there's a fight. I'm like,
He's like slow or something.
Dude, the story about him with the airball thing.
Which one?
When I forgot who's talking about it. It's like Shumpert or something like that. It's talking about when they get to the Clippers or whatever, the first series there, right? And I guess if you airball in practice, better knock it off. If you airball in practice, you have to run like a suicide or whatever, like go run a lap, whatever, right? Kawhi airballs, and everyone's like waiting to tell him, but they're not comfortable enough telling him, right?
He just got there.
So everyone said, yeah, because he just got there. So they're standing there. I forgot. I'm gonna send this to you. I forgot who talked about it. But it might
Probably
have been
Paul George or something.
It might have been Paul. Yeah, I think it was Paul George
on his podcast, probably.
Yeah, it was 100% Paul George.
It sounds about
so
right.
He's like, yeah, Kawhi airballs, and like he's like has to tell him whatever. And then I forgot who the coach at that time is. Like, yeah, you got to go run down. He's like, I'm not running. He's like,
in that Kawhi
going down there. He's like, it's basketball. I'm gonna airball again, and he's just like, he just doesn't run. I'm like, that's why I fucking love Kawhi.
If there's anybody that's a potential for like an alien, it's Kawhi.
He's Terminator, bro.
He's a potential. He's on the list for sure.
And, yeah, we should do a list of like we could like put the MIB glasses on, bro. We'll buy some
celebrity alien potentials.
Yeah. Well, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
we should do that. That's an idea.
Yeah, that's a good list. He's on my list for sure.
Really?
Yeah. You just hear him talk. He is not He is not a normal person.
I just think it's just maybe some tism going on there. Maybe.
That's potential. Yeah, that's a good eye.
It's a tism. I don't.
I noticed.
I don't know that. I don't. My cousin went to college with him a little bit. Just said that he show up just smelling like weed. So I mean,
that's probably pretty accurate too.
So he might just be high all the time.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, definitely. There's I remember. You remember Jamal Charles?
Yeah.
Always threw me off when he ran. He was smiling the whole time.
Really?
To me, that's a touch of the tism. Yeah, I think so.
That's like Pacheco though. Pacheco be running like that
with smiling the whole time.
He like I don't know what he's doing, but he's running with his arms like way up like this and just like.
But just like a like.
I like the way Pacheco runs though. He runs hard.
Right. Well, Jamal Charles back then was a beast too.
Yeah, he was a speed guy.
Yeah, just smiling the whole time, just
I didn't
mouth open
the whole time. Damn.
Right.
Well, I guess as a running back, you're enduring so much pain, so it's like you probably at a point you're like,
smile through the pain.
Let me tell myself I'm happy right now, getting hit by freaking Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, and everything's gonna be okay. You know? So that's an option.
It's a stretch. I'll take it though.
Yeah. I mean,
fair. That's fair. Okay.
I mean, you gotta reverse psychology yourself sometimes,
Right. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do some sort of horror review. Yeah. We'll probably vlog a couple of these food events coming in our town. I think that'd be kind of fun.
I know all the good food in San Diego. So if you want some good spots, we can go there, have you taste us some. They're fire.
I think we should.
I think Convoy is the best area in food in San Diego, hands down.
Convoy. That's like a lot of Asian food, right?
There's a lot of American Asian infusion over there. The best burger I've ever had. I'm going there tomorrow. It's called The Friendly. Smash burger, dude. Best smash burger I ever had.
The Friendly. I feel like I've heard that before.
It's fire.
Oh, okay.
And they have taco stand over there, which I think is the best California burrito in San Diego.
Really? That's a heavy statement.
It is a heavy statement.
How much ball do you know about burritos though? Like, is this a reputable?
I mean, we got the Barrel over here where I'm at, kind of a little bit like miles away or whatever.
Yeah, that one's okay. Yeah.
There's the one in what's the one in Chula Vista?
There's a lot. Well,
I know, but there's like the main one though. Everyone's like, oh, this California burrito. My boss knows. My old boss, he knows, but I don't know exactly the name of it, but it was pretty good. But I still think the taco stand one is better because it's like you walk in, right? You get a California burrito, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put cheese on the grill first. First thing they do, cheese on the grill, nothing else on the grill, right?
Okay.
They melt the cheese, get it kind of crispy, but kind of like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
I know what you mean.
that,
Yeah.
like stretchy looking shit.
Yeah.
Tortilla, boom, and then it's like, all right, go over there. They throw on the fucking everything in there, and then they roll it up. So you're getting like this cheese that's like crispy, so you're getting a crunch. It's so good, dude. And the meat.
That sounds bomb. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a big fan of meat quality.
Right. The cheese is a little bit what is that? That's not common, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. That's why I think I like it, because there's like, you get this crunch from the cheese, and
Yeah.
it's like savory, and you
That's
get
good.
like the meat.
That's
the
good.
meat quality there is so good, dude. And their sauces are fire. I'm even a salsa guy.
All right.
So,
I'll mess with that.
We'll have to, you know, experiment.
Yeah, maybe we'll instead of a pod, we'll do like a food thing,
like a vlogging day. Like,
yeah,
oh, over here,
yeah. I think that'd be fun.
I'll be down.
All right, dude. Well, Kyle's been fun.
It's been amazing.
This
man.
was a good one. This was a really good one for sure.
It's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better, man. Just, you know, I gotta get. It takes me like an hour to get warm, you know. So
no, yeah. Fuck, it took. Yeah, it's like after 2 hours, then you're ready.
Yeah,
that's
the best basketball game I've ever had in my life. Was I had Del Taco, and then I got head from my girlfriend I was seeing in the parking lot of the school prior to the game, and I went and balled out, dude. So Del Taco plus getting a blowjob on top of that.
You need to do that before pod nights.
Yeah,
that's how you're gonna get into the. Well, who's this guy again?
Who?
You? Like what is?
Oh, we have a persona right now. I don't know. You know, there's a persona going on right now.
Yeah, we
were saying the penetrator, or
okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Or peanut butter falcon. I thought that was pretty good too.
Peanut butter falcon. What the hell?
Have you seen that movie?
I don't think I have.
Go ahead and look it up when we're done.
Oh dear.
But anyways,
peanut butter nutty bar.
The Nutter Brothers.
The Nutter Brothers. These glasses kind of make it a vibe, though, right? I feel like this is vibing.
I'm digging it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's.
I'm not talking to Kyle. I'm talking to this representative right now. I think that's just here to vibe.
Yeah. That's what we'll do. I'll just wear these every time I'm on.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do if it's approved by you, you know. So
yeah, that's cool. That's.
I actually just ordered some new glasses. They're like those transparent ones. They kind of look like the steampunk. I could wear those too.
Steampunk.
You know, they like the lenses change, bro. You could like rotate them and they change. Like they go dark, like really dark, and then they go see through, like clear.
What?
Like transparent lenses. Yeah, I ordered some. I should get them.
Like the ones that from indoor to outdoor change, like that.
Well, no, but you do it like manually. It looks like a Polaroid lens where you like turn it to like there's like zoom in and zoom out, right? Okay. But it actually changes how dark the lens gets.
And it's a steampunk.
We're gonna see. I ordered them. I should get them. My dog like.
They don't do the.
No, I didn't get. No, I didn't get those. No, I didn't.
Those will be hard. You did something.
No, they would. I can order some. I'll order some, dude. I'll do it for the pod. I order dumb shit for the pod.
Okay.
I got shit over here, man. I got some crazy shit.
All right. Before we go, do you have any more last words of wisdom to send us off with for the weekend? What are you gonna do this weekend? What's your plans?
Oh, I gotta work.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I got a buddy coming to town, so we're actually going to Convoy, hit some food.
Okay.
I don't know where we're gonna go though, but I don't even know what time. But we're doing that, and I got to work all weekend, and then I guess we're gonna be back here on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I could do either one right now. While I'm off work, I can. My schedule's pretty much open.
I mean, even if you want to hit one tomorrow, I mean, I'm not doing shit tomorrow.
I'm technically not either. If you want to run it back,
if you want to run another one back, dude, we could do the crazy conspiracy one if you want.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'll do a quick search because I'm not too familiar with those. Like I'm not. I hear like a lot of the big ones, and
I have watched, dude. The Alex Jones, Joe Rogan podcast is like 6 hours. I've watched that like 4 or 5 times.
Like, okay.
That was like a staple in my old place I lived out with my roommate. Him and I would just put that on.
Maybe there's
try to digest that shit.
Maybe there's like a litmus test that I can be ran through on like how likely some of these things are actually. Since I'm not in the mix,
it would be interesting more so that you wouldn't know anything that is like you know, what about it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I'm a firm believer of the megalodon thing, right? But like you don't know really about the ocean, right? Like you're not big on like
More so than just thinking that there's a giant shark out there. I'm not
yeah.
too it like it wouldn't. I believe it. I can see that. Why not? But if you know more about why that's crazy to even consider, then I think that's
Yeah.
the
Well, I think it's
missing.
just partly trauma from like one of the best movies ever made, which is Jaws, which I think is the most like influential movie of all
It's a
time.
good movie.
Because Jaws is it still holds up today. But I still just believe like they come out and say like, oh, like you know, the ocean's not explored, stuff like that. It's bizarre. So there's a lot of things out there that
Maybe you
I
can give me a couple I can do a little research with so I can have a little bit. So maybe I could bring my own questions.
yeah, no, I'd be down.
Just give me
I'm not
some.
like I said, I'm an average guy. I'm not an expert, so I might come off as like you know, because I was deep in these flat earther fucking Facebook pages a while ago.
Deep as in like you believed it?
No, I was arguing with these guys,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Like these flat earthers, man. Sometimes like shit.
Yeah.
And then
I
they got a
believe it.
point. People are like, no, it's not flat. It's like a donut. It's like the Earth is a donut instead. And I was like, this is what the fuck. Like, it's not flat. It like is a donut, literally like a fucking glazed donut.
Right.
There's some
Okay.
crazy shit out there.
Give me
Yeah.
your favorite couple favorites that you for sure want to talk about so I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
And we'll just tinfoil hat it tomorrow and see what
Yeah.
what comes from that, okay?
I'm wearing these glasses all day tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope you do.
It's actually kind of nice because it's protecting my eyes from the light.
Yeah,
screens.
lighting can be a little bright. Have you gotten lighting it, or is it just your room lighting?
I just got my room light, and this
Okay.
light does this help? Makes it worse.
Yeah, it just worse. Whatever you were today looks great. Yesterday
We'll just run with this. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever happened with the color, this is perfect.
Yeah, I went back to my So,
all right,
that was fun. Appreciate
dude
you having me on again, man, brother. It was always
of course,
fun,
yeah. Let's keep running it up.
Got a little wild for a minute. I don't know how you're gonna clip some of this shit, but...
dude. I have a lot of material, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I was trying to just give you some stuff. Yeah, like I don't really care, but I might clip some stuff myself. I mean, we'll see.
I need a new chair.
Yeah, dude. So I told my roommate today because he's like an engineer, pretty much. He worked, you know, an electrical engineer. I was like, dude, I need your help. I was like, come with me. I'm walking my room. I'm like, I sit in my chair, start fucking doing this, and I'm like, this is pissing me off. But I sprayed it with fucking aerosol spray last night, like olive oil, because I was looking online.
Aerosol spray.
They were like aerosol olive oil spray, like the little spray thing you get.
Oh, okay, like cooking
non-stick shit.
Okay.
I looked online. People on Reddit were like, "Oh yeah, that like any kind of like lubrication to spray on like the springs and like all the screws will help." So I sprayed on. It's not as squeaky today. So I was like,
"Why don't you just WD-40?"
I didn't know. I didn't have any.
Oh.
And then it comes to find out it was in the garage the whole time because my roommate has some. So I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have something, right? The
job but title, olive oil though, pretty much any type of lube will work. You know what I mean?
Bit on it.
Yeah, any type of lube will work. Any type of lube will work. Any type of lube.
Dude, what are you doing with what do you have that for? What is that?
I was cleaning the other day. I found that it's expired, I think.
Damn, penetrator.
Should lube be dry?
Penetrator, Fox.
Should the lubrication be dry? All right, dude. I appreciate you having me on, man. That's some fun shit.
All right. That was good. That was fun.
I'm glad you fell out of your chair.
We'll run it back tomorrow.
I'm glad you fell out of your chair. That was great.
Same time, 9:00. That's when we started. If anybody wants to catch this debacle again, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Please follow Kyle on all his socials. You want to let everybody know where you're at?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I have a Kick, but for some reason I have my stream. I can't change the title card on any of the titles. I gotta figure that out. And then
for your stream,
like when I multi-stream, because I clicked the little button, I can't change the title of my Kick stream. So I was trying to figure that out today, but I honestly was so busy, and then we hopped on, and I just was like, hey, I'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal. So I just stream, and it's like, oh, Critic Kyle streaming. That's all it says in the title, but no one knows what I'm doing. So like people hop in and they're like, what is this guy playing or whatever I'm doing? But
yeah, I'm still trying to learn what the streaming platforms, what they want. Cause I know the first night we did it was on the podcast platform. There was like nobody in there. And so I switched it up to just chatting, and I've gotten a lot more like you know, looky loos kind of thing, which is
Yeah,
progress.
that's what I get with like all the little clips, you know. And then like I had today, like a bunch of people follow me on TikTok, so I was like, that's cool. I was like,
TikTok, that's where you want to run it up.
I guess
I
I
my
barely
sh-
use TikTok. I honestly barely use TikTok,
my
but
stuff does horrible on TikTok. I don't know
yeah,
what it is. It does not
I'm not
like
getting
me.
many views. I'm getting like a lot of like I'm getting subscriptions every now and then,
That's
but
good.
no,
Yeah,
but
get
it's
those
just you know.
follows.
But yeah, anyways, YouTube, Kick, Instagram,
Hmm.
that's pretty much it. And you know, Twitch, right? The Critic Kyle, everything's Critic Kyle.
Okay.
You know, I'm critical. I got movie reviews, all that type of stuff, and just trying to grow.
I
You
like
know,
it. All right, dude. Yeah, let's grow. Um, all right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.